Hello. Hello. Sorry, I'm gonna make Discord lower the volume so it doesn't interact with you too much. And we're gonna go on English Hub. What's
A
up?
particular word like that. It is rare. Like it's not the norm. And to start treating it as if it should be the norm, like that's their case.
Sorry, I'm gonna switch away from shenanigans and go into English Hub. What's up, Essentials? Okay. All right, guys, have you heard this one? Have you seen this one? This is crazy. I'm gonna be reacting to it tomorrow. And I was in the middle of making the thumbnail for it, and then I was like, I should go buy food now so that I'm not limited by time later. For various reasons, that meant for me to pay more money, but that's okay. That's okay. Why did it nuke the thing? Crazy. Sorry, I can see the chat now, which is great. What's up, Tone? Hello, Pia. Hello, Brett. Jason, how you doing? Twisted was here. I don't know if there still is. Jalen said you guys think self-aware sentient AI should have rights. Hypothetically, I think, and you know, I'm basing this on intuition. I think if AI ever turns out sentient, we're gonna have to have different criteria for its sentience than human beings and animals, just because it's not like a biological form, unless it would be like some kind of a biological form integration. But then I don't see why it would have to have the same criteria that we do for sentience. Hello, vegan gays. What's up? Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself on Discord. Shit. Been yapping all this time and there's a person there just chilling. So have you heard this one? I'm gonna react to it tomorrow. So somebody came forth and said it was actually my job to discredit vegans, discredit veganism online. And I've read some of the thread. I'm going to read all of the thread before I do this. It's very interesting so far. And yeah, this is what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be reacting to this. So vegans and non-vegans alike should probably tune in, is all I'm saying. And wish there was somebody else yapping with me right here so that I could do the thumbnail while I'm yapping, because I can't concentrate on one or the other. What's up, Luis? How you doing? I'll pay you to discredit vegans online. I mean, not gonna lie, I would probably do a better job than some meters if I was to get paid for such a thing. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. That would like be totally immoral. Hey, what's up, Shoab? How you doing? You make noises or you can speak as well?
I can speak as well.
Oh, hello, friends.
What's up, little boy? So, what do you think about the subject of the
veganism? By the way, I'm not the vegan.
Yeah.
I'm
Neither
pure
am I.
non-vegetarian.
I'm eating Turkish kebab.
Okay.
Turkish?
Wait, Syrian kebab.
Yes, one at a time.
It
So
tastes better.
yeah, the Turkish kebab person can be quiet for a second. So Shoaib, why aren't you vegan?
Say, I'm not a vegan.
Yeah.
I'm a
Why?
non-vegetarian.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I like the taste.
So it's all about taste pleasure for you?
Yes,
Yes.
you are absolutely correct.
Okay. So
Yo,
does hold on. Jesus Christ, you're Martin. Be quiet for a second. So
Just wait a second.
Jeez, bro.
yeah, I'm just gonna mute you for a little
Mute
bit,
yourself, please.
and then we'll come back to you. All right? So Shoaib, do you think taste pleasure justifies any action?
Have you ever tasted the
Can
non-vegetarian?
you answer my question?
Have you
actually?
ever?
Can you answer my question actually? Do you
Go
think
ahead.
taste pleasure justifies any action?
Yes.
Yes. So it would be okay to sexually assault dogs for taste pleasure if it led to good taste pleasure? No, so it doesn't justify every action. It just justifies some actions, right?
Right.
Right. What is the morally relevant difference between a cow and a dog that makes it okay to sexually assault a cow to get taste pleasure out of it, but not a dog?
You're
They're just gone. Damn. Okay, you kebab person. Okay. Does taste pleasure justify anything, any action? Come on, Yomarin Kitawaga. Yomarin Kitawaga. Come on, speak up now.
Yo, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
So-
were you saying?
Yeah, does
Yeah.
taste pleasure justify any action?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Be real.
Yeah.
But I don't think veganism is plain bad, but it's bad when you do it wrong. you know?
Sure. So we can agree with that. So if you do it right, it would be morally better to be vegan, right? If you do it right.
I wouldn't really say that because it's still like not so great for your body. you know?
Oh, okay. What's the evidence for that?
Well, let me say. So it's harder to get enough complete protein,
What's the
'cause
evidence for that?
protein is. Well, okay. Well, my friend is here and he can explain.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Well, yeah, you're not getting all the amino acids from the
Yeah, which are
vegan
missing?
protein sources.
Yeah, sure. So which are missing from the plant protein sources? Which amino
You're
acids?
not missing actually. You can, for example, eat tofu,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of tofu.
Yeah.
But in order to get all of these, you need to eat fucking kilograms of tofu, which come with.
Wait, what's the
Estrogen
evidence that you have to eat
and-
kilograms of tofu to get all your amino acids?
Yeah.
What's
And
the
with that,
evidence?
you
Yeah,
also
not yeah. You made a claim. Now you want evidence for it.
You can Google it.
Yeah, I have, and here's the thing: I can really educate you on protein if you want to.
And
I'm willing to do that for
with
you.
tofu, you're getting a lot of fucking estrogen.
Yeah, you
things,
don't.
So
What's the evidence for that?
you can Google it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Okay,
you have
thank
no
you,
idea.
troll.
What,
Thank you.
what is guiding your view?
Google, I guess.
What says contradictory things? Hilarious.
Okay. Maybe we should just
Or
like
on
go
what
to
the
AI
right
or
and for.
something. Okay.
Bruh.
Is Fluffy Nico Boy somebody who should be muted? Because they were unmuted earlier and then they were muted again.
They are flagged.
Okay, cool.
But if you want to unmute them and try and have a conversation, knock yourself out.
What's their flagging? Oh, I can see it. Other flank channel.
Bulldozing vegan denier.
Bulldozing vegan denier? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but that's their flag. I don't know who flagged them.
Jesus Christ, bulldozing vegan denier. Wait,
I'm curious.
I am so also curious. Fluffer, what the fuck does that mean? Fluffy Nico Boy.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Bro, I just joined and I'm labeled as bulldozing vegan denier. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it's very highly unlikely that you just joined for the first time and you were already flagged in this channel. It's highly unlikely, I would say, near impossible that you just joined for the first time and you were already flagged, because people get flagged in this channel after a conversation.
Eh.
Right. So I want
Anyway, what
to
was
know,
the
what
question?
does that mean? Why would somebody flag you with bulldozing vegan denial? Are you denying that veganism exists?
What?
Right.
Bro, these questions make no sense.
Okay. Are you lying to me now? Why are you lying to me?
No,
Is this your first time in
Well,
this
you-
channel?
this is just straw man.
Is this
Maybe
your
the
first time in
second
this
who
channel?
knows?
Is this your first time in this channel?
Usually I don't speak.
Yeah. Okay. I'll mute
Well,
you back
clearly you
because
have,
that's
or you
lie.
wouldn't be flagged.
Yeah, that's a lie. All right. What's up, Echo Keto? Somebody, please, Jesus Christ, don't troll. Be open-minded. Ask questions and answer questions. You have nothing to lose by asking and answering questions.
It's okay to use your brain in a nice way.
Yeah. So, please, Fazil, what's up?
Yeah, for me, I'm just learning more about veganism, so I'm getting from this group, and thanks for hosting.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Can I ask you a question though, or do you prefer not to?
I'm not good enough in English. I will make some trouble here.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty simple question, I think, in English for English speakers, beginners, right? So I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah.
You don't have to, right? I don't wanna make people have a conversation with me or whatever. You know, this is all consent based.
No problem.
Yeah. So my question is: imagine there are two possible worlds or Earths, right? World A is we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more moral, in your opinion?
Of course, that one was don't exploiting for any life or any not human being, any creation being.
Well, I don't.
Like us, the animals maybe have feeling, have pain, have. So I agree with the word B.
Mhm. Are you vegan or?
I'm not yet, but like I said, I'm trying to learn more about it. And
Cool.
it's not common in my society or in my community where I live.
Mhm.
Let's say it's a strange mindset or strange thinking
Mhm.
in my community.
Well, it's true of all communities. It's true in my house with my parents, for instance, right? They think I'm strange. But
Yeah.
I tagged you, so think, listen, learn more. But I also tagged you in the chat with when you want to go vegan, you can use those resources to go vegan properly. Okay?
Yeah, I will check it out.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
sure, no problem. Fasil, what's up?
Yes, nothing, just here.
Yeah. Do you want to answer the question that Echo just answered as well? I'm streaming it, but I can also repeat it if you want.
What was the question?
Yeah, the question was like it's
Hello.
okay. Hello. Sorry, can you mute yourself for a little bit because we're having a conversation? Okay, awesome. I don't know what motivates people like that, not gonna lie. So the question was, imagine there are two possible worlds or Earths. World A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more moral, do you think, Fasil?
Yeah, first of all, what do you mean by moral? What do you mean by moral, first of
Yeah,
all? And I think
good or bad to do, right?
yeah,
So
and
good to do, like preferable to be a good person, something like that.
yeah, so like you have to agree that we cannot get morality except through God.
No,
right?
well, that doesn't matter.
It
I'm
has to
just
be.
asking, if you're getting morality through God, that's fine. Just answer to me according to your morality, right? Don't mind my morality. It doesn't matter how I reached my morality. According to your morality, World A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more moral according to your morality?
First of all, when we eat animals for our for to get nutrients, protein, and etc., that's not unnecessary. That's
It is.
necessary. That's important.
Yeah, because
We
you can
get that.
because you can replace all of those nutrients with plant nutrients and you'll be as healthy. That's what makes it unnecessary.
No, we can't. Like the animals have great quality of protein.
What's
You
the
can't get
evidence
the
for that?
same quality of protein.
Yeah, what's the evidence for that?
Is that not true?
No.
I mean, that's scientific. That's
No,
scientific
it's not
fact.
true. It's not true.
The-
I can show you if you want. Do you want me to? I can show you.
No, I would say like eating animals is important because ecosystem is being balanced by this. If we don't eat
What?
animals, then animals are going to increase in number.
Wait, do you think animals are like the animals that you eat are taken out of ecosystems? Is that what you think? They're bred into existence. The farmers stick their arms up the asses of cows to breed more cows. They're not taken out of wildlife, right? They're farmed
Then why are there animals if
because they're farmed.
eating them?
They're bred into you know like the I don't know if you understand the word bred. So a farmer sticks an arm up the cow's ass and to hold the cervix in place, and then he takes semen that he extracted from the bull earlier and puts that semen into the cow vagina to impregnate her. And then 9 months later, in case of a cow, she gives birth. And that baby boy or girl are going to be fed for a while, and then they're going to be slaughtered. The same goes for sheep, same goes for pigs. You probably don't eat pigs, but, you know, same goes for chickens, turkeys. All animals, they are specifically bred. They're not taken out of the wild.
Yeah, so I would say the world in which animals are being eaten for the protein and to be not to be malnourished, so, that world will be better because you are getting good protein and everything stuff, you know. And
What
there's
if I
nothing
showed you?
immoral about this.
Yeah.
Humans have been eating meat since the beginning. It's
Yeah.
only this veganism started only maybe I don't know how many years ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah, about a few
So
thousand. So, yeah, a few thousand years ago was the first documented vegan, as far as we know. But here's the thing, right? If I showed you that if you eat plant protein, you will be as healthy as killing an animal and eating an animal flesh for protein, would you change your mind on that and stop paying for killing of animals?
I don't think so. I don't think like
So if
animals
I
are
showed you that you
a
are
form of
wrong,
life.
hold on. If I showed you that you are wrong on your claims, you're still not going to change your mind?
What claims? Like I don't have any claim.
You
I
made
just
two
we just
claims.
everybody
Hold on,
eats
hold on,
food.
hold on. You made two claims. You made the claim, we need to eat animals for good protein. And you made the claim, people have been eating meat forever and therefore we should continue eating meat, correct? You said those two things. And then I stopped you and then I said, okay, let's talk about it. If I show you that you can still get
It's
good
natural,
protein,
yeah.
go on.
Yeah, I'm saying like eating meat is natural because people have been eating meat in history, you know,
Yeah,
and it's
so
natural, just like humans are reproducing and you know, having kids and everything. Just like that, it's natural to eat animals. I don't see anything wrong
yeah,
with
how about
eating animals.
so how about if I told you, well, in my culture eating dogs is natural, so I'm gonna take this dog, I'm gonna slit its throat and I'm gonna eat dog flesh, but if I have like a plate of food, plant food right there, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna just like kill this animal because it's natural. It's natural to kill animals for food. So I'm gonna slit the throat of this dog that I have in my living room, and I'm gonna eat it when I have like enough other food in my fridge. Is that like not good? Like even though it's natural, is it that good?
Like I have never seen any person eating dog.
Well,
I don't
that
know, like
exists, and
that's not
I mean, I don't know why that matters, right? Like, you know, China exists and people in China eat dogs, you know, like
I
other
just-
places as well. Yeah, go
I
on.
was just going to say, funnily enough, I'm literally editing a video about Patrick, who last dog he ate was in Vietnam. Vietnam, he ate a dog,
Yeah.
and I if you go on the We Animals page, you can literally see dog meat in places like Vietnam.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So China, Vietnam, there are some other countries as well. I think Netherlands eat quite a lot of dogs, apparently. Holy shit. Or at least it's like not too uncommon. So, you know, is nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong by cutting the throat of this animal when I have like other food available to me.
well. That's where morality comes in. That's where
Yeah, no, I'm
like
asking you, according to your
I believe-
morality, did I do nothing wrong? I have like a fridge full of plant food, but I want to cut the throat of the dog to eat him. Did I do anything wrong?
Well, according to my morality, you cannot eat dog. Well, I don't believe in eating dogs. So
So why is it wrong to eat a dog?
are you asking me like in my
Yeah,
in
I'm
my
asking you.
worldview, I
Who the
believe-
fuck else am I asking? I'm asking you.
Yeah. I believe because God told me don't eat dogs, I'm not gonna eat dogs. That's what
Okay.
I believe about morality.
Let me ask you a question. God also said it's okay to have slaves. Is it okay to have slaves?
No, he didn't say that. He said it's bad to free slaves. What are you
Okay,
talking about?
let's imagine he did, right? We found like a new scroll of the Quran, the lost Quran scroll. And I'm sorry, I'm just assuming that you're Muslim, because like Islam is the only place where dogs are prohibited to eat. So we found like a new Quran scroll, and in that scroll it says, listen guys, it's your duty to have slaves. Are you gonna go and like enslave some people?
Well, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
Well, what do you mean? We found scrolls in the past, right? Like Hadith is full of just like stories that were added throughout time. It could be that Muhammad had written a scroll that was just like lost by one of his scribes, right? So like answer it as if it's like it's possible, because it is possible, right? There's no nothing precludes us from finding a scroll that was maybe lost during Muhammad's time, right?
No. We believe like our religion has been completed already 1400 years ago. Everything is preserved. Nothing can be added.
49 years ago? 49 years ago
14
it was completed?
14th century.
Yeah, how did it
1400.
get completed? Just out of
1400.
curiosity.
Yeah, we believe like the last prophet was the Prophet Muhammad
Uh-huh.
alayhi salatu wasalam, and the message was completed, everything is clear now. What's moral, what's immoral, what you have to do, what you not have to do, and Islam has been preserved, and nothing can be added. There is no scroll or anything that you can find now about the Prophet Muhammad,
Yeah.
or there is nothing that you can subtract from Islam. Everything is like it's just constant. It's like a constant. Nothing can be
Uh-huh.
added nor
So
subtracted. Yeah.
yeah, so
I don't
it
think-
says in the Quran, right, that or in the Hadith, I don't remember which one, that Aisha was like 6 or 9 year old or something like that. Do you think it's moral to marry children? So 9 year
No, I
olds?
don't think it's. No. I don't think it is. I think it's immoral to marry children.
Well,
But what you are
Muhammad
doing
did
is-
it. So Aisha was like 6 or 9 years old when he married her,
No,
right?
but you are assuming. But you are assuming she was a child. That's wrong assumption.
6 or 9 years old, right? 6 or 9 years old, I think that's children, but like it doesn't matter if what I assume, right? All I said is that Aisha was either 6 or 9 years old. So I'm asking, is it okay to marry 9-year-olds? Let's say, I'm going to be extra charitable towards you. Is it moral?
No, it's
Is it moral?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is-
moral to
it is
marry
moral.
9-year-olds because Muhammad married
No. I
9-year-old.
didn't say that. No. It is moral. It is immoral to marry a child. And the
Yeah, I'm
age
asking.
of
I'm asking you,
marriage in-
Fasil.
I think he's not.
Fasil.
Yeah,
I'm asking you a very
not-
specific
that as
question.
9-year-old as a
Yeah,
child, right?
I am gonna add this. I'm gonna add
Yeah.
this.
So answer my
age of
very.
marriage,
Hello,
we know-
Fasil, be quiet
She's
for a second.
literally rage baiting, bro. Just let him answer your question.
Yeah, I want to know the exact question, right? I asked, is it moral to marry 9-year-olds? I want an answer.
He said no.
Today, if you are
Yeah.
thinking of 9-year-old today, no. If she's a child, no, it's immoral to
Awesome.
marry a
So
9-year-old.
today is
She's-
so Muhammad married a 9-year-old back then in whenever it was 1400s, but today it's immoral. Could it be that
You know why? Let me explain. Okay. So age of
Thank you,
change,
stupid.
age of marriage has always been changed. Age of marriage has always changed in history. If you look at Europe 200 years ago, at some places the age of consent was what?
Yeah,
10,
that's kind of
10,
it's kind of my point,
the
right?
issue
That's
isn't-
Fasil. That's
The issue isn't.
can everybody be quiet? So can you be quiet, please? Moderated, can you be quiet, please? I'm talking to Fasil. So yeah, be quiet, please. Be quiet, please. So Fasil, that's kind of my point. Things have changed since the Quran was bound, right? So you saying that your morality, your Quran, your Hadith is unchanging, it's finalized. It's kind of weird because it has changed. It was moral for the Prophet Muhammad to marry a 9-year-old, but it's not moral to marry 9-year-olds today for the rest of the plebs. So morality
Yeah,
has changed.
No, morality has not been changed. The age of marriage can change. Of course, age of marriage can change.
Well, I
even
ask you
today.
if it's
You-
moral or not if it's legal. I know it's illegal in most
Morality,
countries.
yeah.
I ask you if it's moral.
Yes, see. Look, marrying a child was immoral 1400
I'm asking
years
you
ago,
now.
and yeah, let me explain.
Jesus.
Marrying a
bro, this
child
rich
was
Tell you, bro.
marrying a child was immoral 1400 years ago, and it's still immoral, right?
I'm asking about
morality is the
9-year-olds.
same. Morality is the same. Morality means what is wrong and what's
So
right.
Prophet Muhammad was wrong.
Morality-
Prophet Muhammad did something immoral by marrying Aisha.
No, he was not immoral. He didn't do any immoral act.
What do you mean? He married a
I'm not saying
9-year-old, and
that.
you said morality is unchanging. Today is it's wrong to marry 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
So
but-
and Muhammad
but what
married
has-
a 9-year-old,
what
so
has-
he did something
yeah.
immoral.
I'm saying age of marriage has been always changed in history, bro. Like
Yeah.
how
I'm
many
asking
times
about
I have to-
morality, right? I'm asking, was it moral back then to marry a 9-year-old, and is it moral now? You're talking about age of marriage. That just sounds like you're appealing to legality.
Because-
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
what I
yeah.
want. I want
Because-
morality.
because you're confusing age of marriage with
I'm not confusing
morality.
anything.
Morality is
I'm not
the-
confusing anything. I'm asking you a very simple question. Back then, Prophet Muhammad married a 9-year-old. Is it moral? Was it moral back then to marry a 9-year-old? And is it moral now to marry a 9-year-old? I don't know how I can
It
be
was
clearer.
moral. It was moral back then to marry a girl who was able to be married, and it is still
Bro,
moral today.
9-year-old,
to
9-year-old,
marry a
don't
girl.
change my question. Don't change my question. I'm asking about 9-year-olds.
I already said so many times that age of marriage changes. I already said it, but the morality is the same. Like you're
So
not
it
getting
was
it.
moral back then?
Morality is the same.
It was moral back then to marry a 9-year-old?
Like marrying a child is immoral. This is morality. Marrying a child is immoral. This rule was in the 7th century.
Can you answer my
and
question
is
the way I
still
asked
in
it?
21st
Can you please
century.
not change
Yeah,
it?
yeah, let me explain.
So are you
So a
saying that
child-
a 9-year-old wasn't a child back then?
Yeah.
Our
I don't believe,
physiology changed and 9-year-olds weren't children back then? And today they are children, so we're regressing?
What do you mean by that? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
but by that I mean, so I think you're claiming that back then children were becoming adults faster than today. So it seems to me that we are regressing. Today we are staying
Yeah, I do
children
believe
for
that,
longer or something like
has
that,
got
right?
nothing to do. But like, why are you going there? Like, why are you running away from the question?
I'm
we
not
were
right.
already discussing
Excuse me?
veganism and you
Excuse
brought
me, I'm running away
and-
from the question?
Yeah.
You
are,
dodgy
like,
piece of
you are
shit.
into-
I'm running away from a question. You keep changing my question in order to suit your fucking
Yes,
religion.
You're speaking about morality. You're speaking about morality. Now you're going
What
to,
is it the difference? What is the difference between
biology.
hold on, what is the difference between a 9-year-old back then that was totally okay to marry and the 9-year-old today that is not okay to marry?
A lot of difference. Yeah, I believe there is a lot of difference.
You heard.
Yeah.
Heard from where?
That's a different thing. Why are you going there? Let's
Can I
discuss
ask a
Heard from
question?
where? Dodgy.
Can I just quickly ask a funny question?
Absolutely.
Fazil, if we moved back in time, would you have no issue marrying a child?
What if we go back in time?
If we go back to the days of to the prophet, would you date a child?
Why no? Why would I date a child? That's immoral.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
think he's granting that they're children, right? His position is that a 9-year-old back then was not a child. If they were considered a child, then yeah. But all you can say, I guess, is would you date a 9-year-old if they were considered adults back then?
Would you date a 9-year-old?
Exactly.
So
Today, are you saying today?
Would you date
if we
a
are dating
9-year-old from the days of the prophet?
Well, if 9-year-old is a girl who is a woman, basically.
Would you
know,
date
who-
a 9-year-old from the days of the prophet? Yes or no?
Holy shit.
Well, if she has hit the puberty, and of course, why not?
Holy fuck. Okay, thank you.
Holy shit.
We're gonna move on to somebody who has
if she's a child,
yeah.
then-
Fazil, we're gonna just move on to somebody who has like actual grasp of morality because you are fucked, my friend. You are fucking
Literally a
immoral.
pedophile.
In my opinion. So we're just gonna move on to somebody else. So you were hoping to help them out. So you wanna step up now?
Yeah. Sorry, I
you're
didn't mean
vegan.
to talk over you. I just wanted to. Yeah, I am vegan. Yeah, I've talked before. I just wanted to point out, I think during that discussion, that it sounded like he was basically conceding, but like dodging at the same time to the point that he would, in fact, have sex with a 9-year-old.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm willing to talk to anybody that wants to talk.
All right, awesome. So you take the. I'm gonna unmute the moderated person. You can talk to them. Would you like to?
Yeah, sure. I can.
All right.
I can give it a go. What's up, moderated? You're unmuted, moderated.
Yeah, hello, what's up, guys?
Yeah. So, do you have any questions about veganism?
Veganism. No, I'm just trying to correct something that he want to say. He be saying, what is he trying to say that the age
Oh,
of
sorry,
marriage is
We're
illegal?
moving.
Is
Wait.
what?
We're moving on from that now. So, do you have a specific question about veganism?
No, I just want to correct something that he want to say.
Well, no. Well, we're not. Well, I just said we're moving on from that now. So, do you have a specific question about veganism?
Veganism.
Yeah.
Are you religious by any chance?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not religious, but that's not really relevant
Yeah,
to
that
the
makes
question.
sense. That's why you're vegan. It's just for
Yes.
nah, thank you, bro. I don't have no questions.
Yeah, well, so it sounds like
Veganism.
you're making an assumption that morality is contingent on the mind of God. Could you clarify if that's your claim?
Totally. Do you know better than God?
Well, I mean, that would go into a whole argument where you're going to have to justify like God with some sort of argument. You'd probably either use the cosmological argument, the contingency argument, or the fine-tuning argument, and then I would have to just like refute that for you.
Now,
So why don't
without
we
all
just
this rubbish, there's totally differences of perspectives. I do believe that God exists. So, based on that, I do believe in the rules of God.
Can we grant that you're capable of having moral intuition even outside of God, right? Like you can know that it's wrong to stab a baby without God telling you it's wrong to stab a baby, right?
Yeah, totally. Obviously, that.
There you go. So we've already granted that you can have certain moral intuitions, right? You have this rational moral like faculty, right, at your disposal. So why don't we like speak about veganism and consider your personal views on veganism and not appeal to any sort of higher like authority like God, right?
No, I do have to relate everything with God because He's the one who
You
allows
just
me
gave
to
an
eat
example of
animals.
something. Well, wait a sec. You just gave an example of something that you didn't, right? So you've just are you making a contradiction now, or are you conceding?
Then what? That's not gonna make me cut God from this conversation because He's obviously created animals and He allows me to eat animals. He gave me
Wait,
that
he created
permission.
the animals he created the animals that we breed into existence?
Yeah, this is you guys, all
Wow,
vegan guys, use the fallacy called multiple comparison. If an animal breathes and have a soul, it does not make him equals the human. It's just you can't just make an assumption that we can't eat an animals just because they breathe and have souls and they
Okay,
care
well, if you're
and
making the claim
make
that
them
they're
as
not equal to
human.
humans, why
You
don't
you
if
can't
you're
make
making it,
examples with humans because they're
all
animals
right,
and with the same
well,
cells and shit.
I can respond to that. So if you're making the claim that they're not the same, if we're not equal to animals, right? We're seemingly higher on some sort of hierarchy. What's the morally
Absolutely,
substantive difference?
everything.
Yeah, so what's the morally substantive trait?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, what is the morally significant difference that makes a human morally superior?
Intellectual brain. He thinks more than an animal does. Animal only do eat and like have intercourse and sleep. That's all he does. Not as human. A human is here like for the purpose of worshiping God and do a lot of stuff besides eating animals and shit.
Cool. So a human that has a lesser degree of intelligence, like a mentally disabled person or a child, or a human that chooses to just, I don't know, laze around all day and have sexual intercourse with their partner, is less morally significant, and we ought have the obligation to slaughter and kill them, right?
I don't know what do you mean by that. It's just I just explained it to you. You don't have to go so
Yeah.
far because it's already
But
closed
you
up.
just gave a trait, and I'm explaining what you're basically biting the bullet on, right? Like you're essentially granting that those traits are what make it that's the morally substantive trait. Therefore, we can just apply that to humans with lesser intelligence because the trait isn't the fact that they're non-human animals, which would be a huge reductio, by the way, but rather the trait is going to be that they're less intelligent, which is just going to make you have to concede on a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like you're going to have to say that like less intelligent humans or mentally disabled people or even babies because they're less intelligent, because a cow's going to be more intelligent than like a 1-year-old baby, right? So by that logic, you should be okay with us killing babies, right? But of course you're not. So you're going to have to think of another trait, I think.
Oh my god! Like, why don't should we eat animals? Why is that?
Bro, you can laugh about it or you can answer the question.
I'm talking to
Sounds
him,
like-
please.
Well,
Jack,
you're
keep quiet.
not answering my question, right? That's like a question isn't an answer to a question, right?
What is your question? You telling me to kill a child? Are you
No, I'm not
saying, are
telling
you
you to kill a
expecting to say
child.
yes or no?
What a
Please
dumbass.
track. I'm asking you if that's clearly not the morally substantive trait, right, or the difference, because if that is the case, then you're going to have to concede, and you're going to have to kill, you know, human animals that are less intelligent, right?
As I told you, bro, I'm a religious guy. So God have me and allowed me to have the permission to eat animals. So I'm gonna eat
Okay,
animals
so
as long as God
do you
tells me.
think that arguments or positive claims require justification? Like
That's
if I say to
factual.
you,
Not even an
okay,
argument.
there you go,
It's
that's
like,
great. So what is the justification in the Bible in which when he grants that you can eat animals, right? What is the justification that holds up that claim?
first
Because
of
it's
all, I'm not Christian. I'm Muslim, and there is a lot of justifications. I can give you a lot of verses.
all right. Well, what is the justification for us eating animals?
You want me to give you verses?
Yeah, well, just get like I don't know. Can you memorize like the specific verses and like explain it like in some sort of syllogistic? I don't know if you know what a syllogism is, but like, can you?
Yeah, not like
I don't know. Can you just explain? Like, it's not going to be hard to give justification for a claim like that, right? If you actually have the justification, because you're eating animals, so surely you require justification.
Okay, God says that you human are allowed to eat from animals because we created for you to have benefit
That's not
from
true.
How's that not true?
Because they were created for their own purpose, their own communities. There are Quran verses that actually state that.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think it like I don't get how like the animals that we eat today, like whether it's factory farming or farm bred animals, like how God created these animals that we have clearly bred into existence, right? And also, like, why would God make animals sentient and conscious, right, for us to eat? Like that, I don't get. Why would you make something
'Cause he's
able
an
to have
evil
experiences, awareness, which is consciousness, and able to conceptualize the world around them, and then make it so that we can kill and slaughter and eat them, right? Why wouldn't you just make it? Why wouldn't you allow us to eat something that doesn't have feelings and sensations?
So you can sacrifice something to God. He made it with animals. And in the story of Abraham, I think you heard of it.
What good comes from sacrifice? Like, I don't get it.
What goods come from sacrifice to God? I think
don't need to
you're not
sacrifice
religious, so you
animals,
don't
right?
understand that.
No, it's some mystical, like, I don't know, spiritual, like, what is it, like respect? Like, respect for, like, slaughtering a being that has awareness and sentience? Like, I don't get it. Doesn't sound like a loving God.
Okay, that's a verse about eating animals. He only prohibits for
Yeah, I was just
you
gonna say
the
verse, but I
eating
mean,
of
the verse isn't really giving, like, justification, right? It's basically saying that you can eat animals because I say it's okay to eat animals, right? It's like circular reasoning. It's like if I said to you, God exists because God exists, right?
No, first of all, I was not gonna go in to talk about veganism and shit because you said it,
Why the
and
fuck
this
did
is
you
my
get
only
in here?
argument. And you do not know better than God. You a human created this shit, and I think as long as I follow God, I think I'm good. I eat animals. I do slaughter animals in a good way. Does not make them suffer, as they do. Like high companies make them, rape animals and shit. I do believe in that. I think that's crazy.
Can I ask you, do you know what humane means?
Humane.
Yeah, do you know what it means for something to be humane?
Something that's related to morals and ethics.
Right, it's just gonna be something that's like showing kindness, care, and compassion, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
act. Can you humanely slaughter something?
Yeah, you can. Animals.
You're just dishonest. That's cool.
Dishonest. I'm being honest. This is
I
100%
would
honest.
simply ask, like, is your God okay with killing animals for fun?
For fun.
Yeah.
You mean for pleasure and eating? Like, yeah, I think
for
yeah.
pleasure.
But
Yeah, for fun. Yeah, then there's no point talking to you at all.
God's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, you don't follow Islam. If that's your answer, you do not follow Islam. You're a shitty Muslim.
Okay, good.
Can we move on to someone else?
Yes, please.
Hey, can I ask to that one person? Do you have to eat animals to like? Is that something that you have to do, or can you choose to be vegan and have that be perfectly fine?
Well, it's not something that you have to do. God makes you like do it. You need to do it. It's like a condition. So you do it. There's one a year. 1 in a year.
So is it So hold on. So
We
is it
do it
if
every year. We slaughter a sheep for God as a
you
sacrifice.
you don't have to slaughter sheep. You can give charity. You
Nah,
can
God
give like
says it
anything
in
else
the
besides.
Quran.
Okay, can you show me the verse that says that during Hajj you must slaughter sheep and you can't sacrifice anything else or give anything else in the name of God?
Well, it's
You
not
said once a
during
year. You said once a
Yeah,
year.
once it doesn't. It doesn't
So
have
I'd like
to
to
do
see.
it.
I'd like
Permitted
to
but
see the
not
verse. Then.
obligated. Sounds like it's
Yeah,
permitted
like
but not obligated. If it's not obligated, then why do it, right?
It's obligated. You need to
show
do
me
it.
the verse then. Please send the verse in
I'm gonna
chat.
show you a lot of verses. Yeah, just give me time.
Shall I give you some hadith moderated that say you do not need?
Give me a lot of hadith, bro.
Spending
give me
3
one.
dirhams in charity is more beloved to us than offering Yudya. I abstain from offering Yudya even though I am able, fearing my neighbor will think it's obligatory. I would not care if I slaughtered a rooster. Spending that cost on an orphan is more beloved to me than Yudya. You do not need to sacrifice an animal. What you are trying to show is your devotion to Allah, and there are many ways to do that.
Share with us the source of the hadith.
No, I mean, I
I'll
just
post them in
hold
chat.
on, guys. Before he moves on, if he's gonna say that it's like obligatory, I'd like for him to grab the verse that says that it's obligatory, because most scholars agree that it's mustahab. You know, you can do it if you have the option to do it, but it's not obligatory. You don't have to do it unless you need to or you want to for whatever reason. There are other things that you can do. So if you're gonna claim that it is obligatory, I would love to see that verse, and then I'll believe you, right?
It is obligatory. If you don't have the
Show me the
money to
verse.
slaughter a sheep, then it's not obligatory.
Just show me the verse.
Okay.
It's a sunnah. It's tradition. It's not mandatory.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, can you show it? You keep saying it is, but we're not getting any closer to you showing the verse. Can you do
I
that?
can't
or no?
fight it in English. You guys don't speak Arabic, obviously.
Well, translations
Wait,
exist. So,
what?
I mean, Quran in translation does exist. I can find you the link where the entire Quran was translated to English. You want?
I can
Yeah.
I've
Tom
just
gave you.
posted 3 hadiths and 1 Quran verse in the chat that back the position that you do not need to sacrifice an animal. In fact, I can provide more. I believe I have more.
Hang on though. So do you have the verse in front of you in Arabic, and you could just tell us what it says? Can you read Arabic?
Words are complicated, so there's a language barrier.
That's fine. That's fine. I speak Arabic. You can send it.
I can send it?
Yeah, I speak Arabic. You can send it.
Nice.
But if you have the number of the Quranic verse itself, we could just read it. Like you can just tell us the number and we can look up the English translation, right? In the meantime, I did post a link that says that it's not obligatory. It's sunnah, right? That would be one thing to say that it's sunnah, but it absolutely is not obligatory, meaning that it's haram if you don't commit it. Because that's what
know.
obligatory means, right? It means wajib,
But
right?
God, my argument is not haram or halal. God permitted to do it, so I'm allowed to eat animals.
You said, but hold on. If you want to like move on and admit that it's not an obligation, that's fine. We can move on. But to say that something is like praying is obligatory, reading the Quran, not abandoning it for more than 3 days is obligatory, fasting during Ramadan is obligatory, doing the Hajj one time in your lifetime is obligatory, right? Arkan al-Islam, 5 obligatory things that you must do. Meaning if you don't do them, you're committing a sin by not doing them, right? If something is obligatory, you must do it according to what God says. Otherwise, you are committing a sin if you opt out of doing it. So you keep using the word obligatory in this context when it's just not, it's not like an accurate word to use, and there's no there's no verses that support it being obligatory. Like ultimately it is a choice. But if we can like agree that it's a choice, then we can move on and we can talk about why you should choose other things, right? But that's something that we have to agree on first. That's fine. Like, but we need to get past that first. So
this is what
You
I'm
say you
working
speak.
on.
Pardon?
You say you speak Arabic.
Yeah, I speak Arabic.
There's the verse. You can translate it. I don't have time for it. You can explain.
Yeah, that doesn't say. Hold on. What surah is this from? So I can post it in English.
What?
السورة الآية اللي أنت جايبها منها. Which one is it? So I can post it in English. سورة الحج صح؟
سورة الحج. نعم.
طيب.
I would like to know which one it is also in English if you can.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on, I'll grab it in English for everyone else.
Thank you.
سورة الحج.
I'm assuming it's a description and not a prescription.
I bet it's out of
Yeah.
context somehow. I bet it is.
Just give me 1 second.
And moderated, I did post a bunch of hadith in the chat a bit further up if you want to look through those.
Yeah, totally. Anyone even to an animal.
So this is the final result, guys. What do you
Hello.
think?
Egypt.
This is a thumbnail for tomorrow.
A lot of people in here today, huh?
Tirmidhi.
Cheap, hello.
Hey, VPM.
Shrike's having a conversation with moderated at the moment. They're looking for a translation.
Ah, okay.
It looks greener on this one, but it's okay. It's gonna look good on yours.
Yeah, I mean the hadith makes me not eat animals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's obviously says you can
Can
eat
you-
animals, not only like to kill them for no purpose. I mean, if you want to eat animals
can
like they're
you-
allowed to eat, you can eat them. What?
Can you go ahead and just look at the tafsir of the specific verse and tell me where it says that it's obligatory to consume animals or obligatory to kill?
It's not. But you gotta do it.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
once a
yeah.
year.
It doesn't.
You gotta
It
do
doesn't.
it. It
But it doesn't say
allows
that,
you to
right?
eat animal. What?
Okay, so allowed is one thing, but obligatory is another thing. I can agree that it's allowed, right? We can move on past the obligatory point and move on to allowed. But first thing you have to like agree that it is not obligatory, and then we can move past that. We can talk about whether or not it's allowed, right?
يعني
But
أنا
here
مش
for
مش
everyone else.
فريضة. يعني أنها مش فريضة. Yeah, right. It's not obligatory. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gave a description. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, we're asking if we should in this channel. That's the point.
So I'm not in need to slaughter an animal just for my pleasures, just
Sorry, I had
because
to.
just because says it's not obligatory.
Yeah, okay, so if it's not obligatory, we can move on, we can agree, we can talk about that, right? Do you think that there's anything to be said? By the way, guys, I don't know why I struggle to find it in English so much, but here it is. I posted it now. Anyways, we can talk about, do you think that there are better choices that you can make given the context of the world that we can live in to be kinder towards your fellow human beings, your fellow, creatures that you share the planet with? Like, if we can agree that you don't have to consume an animal, like you can be healthy without consuming them, and if we can agree that factory farming, for example, the animal agriculture industry is, in general, there's no way to do it humanely or ethically, right? Not only contributes to immense amounts of animal suffering, but it also leads to huge amounts of environmental destruction. If we can agree that it's like a terrible industry in general, then we can talk about whether or not you can make better options for yourself in the name of your religion as a human being who is Muslim, right? Do you know anything about how the animal agriculture industry functions?
No, I don't know
Do you know
about that.
dairy? Do you know how dairy is produced, for example?
I joined a pretty while ago in SBC, and there was a person was talking about how they rape animals, but I don't condone that. I just told you how we slaughter animals in an Islamic way.
But you have to recognize that there is no way to mass produce animal products without some form of cruelty, right? And like, for example, a part
No,
of
that
the
happens in the West countries, in the Westerns.
no, it even happens. Like if you want to tell me, like if you're comfortable saying where you live, I can send you like factory farms, like pictures of factory farms from the same country that you live in, right? This happens anywhere. You cannot mass produce animal products without cruelty at all. It's just how it works, right? It's not functional. It's not they save more money that way, right? And so they're happy to mistreat animals because they can produce more products more efficiently. And that's a part of the issue is when you start viewing these living creatures that feel pain as
Okay, what do
nothing
you
but
mean?
mere product.
What do you say? Sorry, what do you say? Animal product? Like you mean like leather and jackets?
No. I'm talking about meat. I'm
Besides
talking
eating, besides like food.
meat, dairy, eggs, leather, like any animal, anything that is derived from like an animal, right? There's
I
no
don't
way to
wear
mass
like
produce it.
animal.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah. There. Yeah.
Yeah. So when someone was talking about like rape, for example, right? If we look at like any dairy farm, right? In order for a cow to produce milk, she has to become pregnant first, because that's how mammals produce milk. They get pregnant, right? So the cow has to be forcefully impregnated, meaning that they jack off the bull, they take their semen, and they insert it into the cow, right? In order to impregnate the cow. The cow then becomes pregnant. She gives birth to a child. The child is then taken away from her, so that we can take the milk for ourselves. That is like the process that is like standardized everywhere, right? There's no exception here. You cannot like produce milk without those specific rules, right? So any milk that you purchase from like a store has been produced in that way by forcefully impregnating cows, by taking their child away, by
Just before you continue, I'm just gonna say that we don't buy sheep and animals from that. We do got a farm. We grow animals, and then we slaughter them at the end of the year when we have the tradition.
yeah. So you
I
never
don't buy
purchase
from the
Start
companies
talking
that do
about
that
killing
shit.
the animals.
Sorry.
Not
are you
just
familiar with what like Kinder bars are, Twix bars, Snickers bars, like anything that you buy from a supermarket? Do you know those things? Do you eat them?
No, I don't eat Sneaker, but no. Twix, no, I don't eat that.
You don't eat chocolate like ever. You don't go to a supermarket and buy
I
milk
do.
and
Yeah, I
eggs.
do. Totally, I eat that.
Okay,
Not
so then
not all the products, but you know.
so then you support it, right? If you go to a grocery store and you purchase eggs, you support it. But more than that, if you have animals on a farm, you're supporting animal breeding, which is also a part of the issue, right? Because it's the same. The idea that we can like breed animals to then use them however way that we want is problematic,
Yeah.
especially when you live in a world where you can like easily not do that. So the question here is, it's not whether or not like that's something that Islam allows. Like Islam, I believe that it allowed it in a context where allowing it was necessary, right? But I think that you are meant to question and you are meant to adjust yourself based on the world that you live in. And if it's really easy for you to get your nutrients and to be healthy and to feel happy and to be sustained and to do whatever it is that you want without hurting another creature, you should do that, right? Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Like
So
animals, sheep, not human. We don't eat humans,
yeah,
not Jews.
but do you recognize that animals feel pain? Do you recognize that animals have like wants and desires?
And then what? They were made for that. Like a lot of
No.
animals. They're allowed to be eaten, not the forbidden ones.
So
Like
if
pigs.
animals, okay, so make no mistake, they're not here because they're just here. They're here because of it is because of us that these animals are here, right? Like
driving
we
me
breed them
crazy.
into existence. We breed them in large amounts so we can use them, right? So we're the ones bringing them
I
into
just
existence
told
so
you,
we
if
can
they
consume
were
them.
not here to be eaten, if that God did not make it, did not God allow me to eat animals?
No, they wouldn't be here if you didn't breed them. What the fuck
They
are you
wouldn't.
saying?
Yeah, there would be certain animals that live in the wild, right? That we don't intervene with, but the animals that you consume, the cows, the chicken, the eggs, they wouldn't
Sorry,
be here
I
if we
shouldn't be
didn't consume them
interjecting.
because we breed them into existence. It is our fault that they exist in mass amounts like this.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat that, sir?
The animals that we consume, so like chickens, cows, sheep, pigs for some people, they only exist because we breed them into existence, right? They don't
Yeah.
exist because they just reproduce on their own and they're just here. No, they exist like we control their population. We control their numbers. We decide which one of them gets to like remain alive and which one of them don't. And for the most part, they don't, right? Like we choose to kill them before they've even lived out like a less than a quarter of their lifespan, right? So it's not about like whether or not you're allowed to do it. It's about whether or not you can choose something better, something less selfish, something that takes into consideration these beings and their feelings, right? And their desires.
Like just eating plants and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good vegan food that you can eat, right? Like you can avoid causing any kind of suffering. You can avoid animal exploitation. You can avoid those things and still eat like really good food that is made out of.
What is that? Is that feeling like I'm reverting to veganism? It's not gonna make any difference.
So
I'm
dude,
still gonna
the
eat animals.
definition no so it's like this. The definition of being vegan means you reject the exploitation of animals. You claiming it doesn't make any difference is first of all factually false, and second, it shouldn't matter. Because you
You
see,
guys
if
keep making scientific arguments with one argument that you care about animals. You keep
no, I
comparing
don't care about
animals to
animals.
human guys.
I don't care about animals. No. So you see, you already made a false statement. I don't care about animals. I just think I care about justice. I think it's unjust for us to exploit and slaughter innocent animals for products we do not
You
need.
care about justice because you do equal animals to human.
No, I
You
don't
think
equate
a
animals to
human are
humans.
equal to animals.
Yet
That's why
again,
you care
another
about justice.
statement. No, so let me explain very simply to you. You mean way less to me than my family does. And because you're a stranger, and probably strangers that are in my close proximity mean more than you do because you're not in my close proximity. So this value system that I have obviously creates some form of hierarchy, right? With my family being first and you maybe being somewhere at the bottom. That does not mean I get to cross a line somewhere and say I get to kill you. You see, I don't decide whether to exploit and slaughter somebody based on the value that I give to them, but rather on the value that they themselves have. For example, I would not exploit and kill you because I know for a fact that you don't want to be exploited and slaughtered. The same reason why I wouldn't exploit and slaughter an animal, because they don't want to be exploited and slaughtered. And given that I don't need to, for me to choose to do so to them would be cruel and, extremely harmful, cruel and unfair and unjust towards them.
I just told you I don't eat animals just like that, and when I feel like it, or just trying to play, just want to eat them.
Yeah,
Whether I
so
slaughter
you
them in
eat,
Islamic
but
way,
you
when I'm
don't need
trying
to eat them,
them,
correct?
no.
Do you
What?
need to eat them? Do you need to eat
Yes,
them?
I do. Totally.
What's the
Vitamins,
why do you
benefits,
need
a lot
them?
of stuff.
Okay, but you can get all those benefits from a plant-based diet, correct?
Nah, it's corrupted. I don't know. They
Yeah,
do
which
with
one?
plants.
Okay, so what would
I
convince
grow
you that you
animals.
can what would
We'll have a
convince
lot of
you that
animals
you
on
can
my
get
farm.
what would convince you that you can get all the nutrition that you need from a plant-based diet?
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Like, so let's imagine, right? You've been told one thing, right? You've been told that you need to consume animal products, and you bought it. You think that's okay, that you need to do it, right? So right now we have scientific evidence showing that you don't need to consume animal products. And I'm asking you, what type of evidence do you need to see to believe that you do not need to consume animal products?
So I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Maybe
Well,
we can give like what types of evidence there exists, right? We can give you anecdotal evidence, so people actually being alive and healthy without eating animal products. We can give you scientific evidence showing that you can be on a large population, you could be healthy on a plant-based diet as long as you supplement.
Are
What
you
else?
telling me, guys, I'm not healthy because I eat animals?
No. Where did you hear that?
No, I was doing a diet a whole
Let me
year.
repeat what I said.
What?
Let me repeat what I said. We
I
can
got
give you,
leaner. My body fat like dropped so hard, guys.
bro, let me repeat what I actually said so that you can hear this time, okay? I said we can give you anecdotal evidence where we say vegans,
Yeah,
people on a
replacing
plant-based diet.
protein with another protein is not even gonna
Bro,
work. Yeah, totally.
you don't know what kind of evidence you would require to understand that people who are on a plant-based diet can be healthy. I'm providing you with information. If you're not willing to listen, just tell me so.
No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So there are two types of evidence that I can present to you, or Chip can present to you. One of them is anecdotal evidence, so showing you that people live on a plant-based diet, they're fine, they're healthy. Another would be scientific evidence, showing that scientifically it has been proven that people can be on a plant-based diet on large populations as long as they supplement. Which one of those evidence do you think you would require to understand that you can be on a plant-based diet and you don't need to continue slaughtering animals.
No, as long as there is animal meat, I'm there. Chicken.
Okay,
meat,
then you're a meat
steaks.
zealot. Thank you for admitting it.
Yeah. So
Anytime.
just FYI, this isn't what we were asking you, okay? So can you for a second, I understand that you really want to consume animal products. Nobody is going to force you in a direction or another. So, but at least can you still at least make some concessions? And because you need to make some concessions, otherwise,
Feels like hypnotizing.
so the question is this way,
Oh,
moderated nickname. The question is this way, moderated nickname. Do you agree that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet?
What?
Do you agree
Jesus.
that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet?
It's not even listening anymore.
Scientifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you agree that
No,
we
Mom,
have enough
you-
evidence that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Okay, thank you. Okay, we've accomplished one. Do you agree that the animals are sentient? That means they have an experience of the world, they suffer, and they don't want to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how God
okay.
created them.
Okay.
As long as they have a soul.
Okay, so we've already established two things. Okay, so now what you're saying is that it is okay to exploit and slaughter sentient beings for taste pleasure, correct? Or for whatever it is that you get out of these products.
As long as he's not a human. If it's
As long as
animal,
he's
like,
not human.
I know we
Okay,
do have
can you
the same
explain to me
cells.
why that matters? Can you explain to me why that matters?
Meat, it tastes good. What do you mean?
No. Can you
Chicken.
explain to me why them being human matters? Like humans are also have meat.
No, are not equals to animals. We're not equal.
That's not
We're
what I
the
said.
same.
I'm
We're
asking you.
dirty.
So moderate the nickname. I just explained to you that I understand that we're not equals. It doesn't matter whether we're equals or not. What I'm asking you is like, let's put it this way. You can be literally bottom of my list and I can still respect your rights, or you can be top of my list and I can still kill you. It doesn't matter whether we're equal or not, or whether there's a hierarchy between us or not. My question to you is, why do you choose to kill humans? Sorry, why do you choose to kill other animals but not humans?
If animals
Bro.
feel they're threatened, they can kill us at any time. If you
The
believe
question
that.
wasn't that though. The question was pretty clear to me. So let me explain it yet again.
They're not listening at this time. This is pointless.
Why are you paying for animals to be slaughtered but not humans?
I'm not paying. I just told you I got a farm. I eat
Okay.
animals
Why
in an
are you
Islamic way.
why
a
are you
halal way,
exploiting
actually.
animals, not
I don't
humans?
make
Why are you
animals suffer when I eat them.
Sure.
when I slaughter
Why are
them.
you exploiting animals but not humans?
Of course, they're not equal. We do not eat humans. I think it's humane
Jesus
and it's rude.
Christ.
Okay, so I have muted you. I will explain to you yet again the question. Why are you not eating animals but not humans? I could not care if they're muted. Okay. Well, he left.
Okay, somebody who can understand questions and answer them, please come forth and have a conversation with us. Somebody who's in a listening mode and an answering mode, please come forth and have a conversation with us. That person wasn't
What are we
listening to
talking
you in
about?
the end. We are back, Chip, by the way. You can continue.
Yeah, so moderated Nick, I want to ask you one last time. I see you left, but I want to ask you one last time. Okay, I understand that humans are not equal to you. They can all both be shit or they can both be sacred. I don't care how you see them. That's not what I'm asking you. My question to you is, even though you see one more important than the other, as you do see me more important than an animal, as you do see maybe an animal that you have as a pet more important than a stranger, my question to you is, why do you exploit and slaughter animals but not humans?
They taste good.
So if humans tasted good, you would be okay with exploiting humans also?
This is contradictive, bro. You keep saying the same argument, but you're making it seems that animal are equal to human with this
No.
argument, bro.
So if humans tasted good, would you exploit them?
Tastes good. If God tells me so, I would do it.
Bruh.
Oh, so if your God tells you to exploit humans, you would be okay with human exploitation?
100%. If he was
Okay.
right, and I would do it.
Would you, if your God tells you to rape a human, would you also rape a human?
No, I wouldn't. I would rape because I don't know. That's immoral. I wouldn't. God would not tell me.
Wait
to
a
do it.
minute, but it's a commandment coming from God.
Yeah, but that's contradictive. You can't say in God it is
Bro.
gonna tell you to do such an immoral act. Obviously, because it's God.
You would kill and eat humans, but you wouldn't rape a human. Hang on.
No,
What
he
you
would
say?
never tell you to eat a human.
Bro.
I just asked you if humans tasted good, would you be okay with exploiting humans? And you said yes. If your God is okay, you would said yes. And then I asked you, well, if your God said it's okay to rape, would you rape? And you said
No,
no.
you said killing a human.
So you're being
It happens
inconsistent.
in battles and wars.
No. I said if humans tasted good, I understand you can infer context,
No,
right?
I did not answer
I'm pretty
to that.
sure.
I said no.
Okay, but can
God
you answer
tell
the
me.
question that I asked you? I
That would
understand you
never
want to
happen.
answer
It would
some
never
form of.
God. This just would
So
never
I
be in a
understand you
purpose.
want. I understand you want to answer some form of questions that you see somewhere on your wall or something. I don't know, but I'm asking you a question, and can you please answer my question? So, if humans tasted good, would you be okay with exploiting and slaughtering them, given that your God would
No,
allow it, and your God would allow it?
no, God would never do that.
First of all, you cannot speak on behalf of your God. I think that is a sin, if I'm not mistaken. That is haram. So instead of you
No, it's
trying
not
to
a
speak on
sin.
behalf of your God, my question to you is yet again, if your God allows it, would you exploit and slaughter humans for optional food?
God is perfect. He would do rules in terms of ethics, and he.
So I'm not interested in what your God would do. The question is if, okay? I'm sure you can understand the idea of if. For example, if the sky is pink, if the sky turns pink, I'm gonna freak the fuck out, okay? That's one example, right? So if I ask you what happens if the sky is pink, you'd probably tell me, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Probably I would be like, what the hell's going on? But what I'm asking you right now, moderating nickname, is if you were to find out that your God allows it and you could exploit and slaughter humans and they tasted great, would you exploit and slaughter humans?
No, that's inhumane.
That's inhumane. Okay. Why is that inhumane? But it's humane to do it to other animals.
They were made to be eaten. They're eatable.
Okay, but in this context, when, as I said, your God would allow it, your God would say, well, these humans were made to be eaten also. So
No,
why
we're
would
talking
that be
about God.
inhumane?
God is perfect. God would never do such a thing like that.
Okay, well, I'm not interested in about your God, right? Yet again, I prefixed all of it with an if. Yeah, go on, Felix.
I have a question. Would it be more productive talking to someone else?
Yeah, probably.
Like for real, like please. Because this person can just like bite different bullets and just keep going in circles. So I think it would be better if we just talk to that person later when there's nothing going on, rather than look at the chat. There's a lot of people. Might as well just talk to someone who's actually willing to have a conversation.
Yeah, this was
You're right.
brain rotted to the core. I am
Thank you,
more
that's all.
stupid for it. Thank you, moderated. Okay, anyone?
Anyway, you guys can talk to someone else. I'll just continue cooking.
Yeah, for fun.
Moderating nickname, can you mute yourself so that I unmute you?
Okay.
Yeah. But stick around, listen to other people who are actually genuinely, capable of answering questions correctly.
I'm very aware for the vegans.
Yeah,
in the conversation.
mute
Yeah, go ahead.
yourself. Mute yourself. Thank you. Anybody else who's not moderated nickname willing to have a genuine fucking conversation, please. Come on. I'm waiting. Wood, what's up? Wood, do you want to have a conversation? Oompa Loompa 2. What happened to Oompa Loompa 1?
Absolutely, we can have a conversation, yes.
Okay, awesome. I usually ask people this question to start off. So imagine there are two possible worlds. World A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. According to you, which world is more moral?
Yeah, so you got me like two possible worlds. One world, people kill animals for no reason, for no necessary reason. In that sense, yes, that world would be a bad place because people are killing animals for like no reason at all, right?
I
Like
didn't
not
say no
necessary
reason.
killing.
I said for unnecessary stuff. There is a reason for it, right? They just want stuff.
Unnecessary stuffs.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say it's wrong to kill animals for unnecessary stuff, right?
Yeah.
I would
So
not
world
say
B
it's
is preferable to you?
well, yes. Well, B would be a better place if people are not using animals like for
Unnecessary
unnecessary
stuff.
reasons.
Do you think it's necessary to kill animals for food, for leather, for circuses, for other stuff?
Is that necessary? It depends on what kind of situation is that.
Oh,
If you are in
today,
a
modern situation
where
where you can go to a supermarket and buy plants. Just like a modern situation where, like in most of the world population, you can just go to a supermarket, you can go to a store and just buy food. Or buy like a cotton shirt or like faux leather shoes instead of like a leather jacket. You just buy like a synthetic jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, but
Yeah.
in order to buy the food, it costs money, and
Yep.
if you have something that you get for free, I mean, you would not want to pay the money, right? Because
Like what?
let's
Who the
say
fuck
if
gives
there's-
money? Who the fuck gives away stuff for free? Please give me an example of that. Maybe I'll say yeah, it's more moral to get that stuff for free in that situation.
Yeah, so let's say you have, let's say you have a farm and you have animals a lot, right? And maybe you can use those animals for the food.
Wait.
If you don't want to buy the food, if
How
you
is
don't
that
have the
free?
money,
Wait.
right?
How is that free? You have animals. You have to feed animals. In what way is that fucking free?
Yeah, because you don't have to buy the grass. Like the animals, they just eat plants, so you don't have to buy those plants. You can just cut the plants and you can
Wait.
feed them. And that's all.
Wait. Is that you have a farm?
I do, yes.
Yeah. What animals do you have on your farm?
Well, I have a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm.
I have horses.
Oh,
yeah.
you kill horses for food?
No,
No.
we use for other purposes. We don't kill
Okay,
horses,
so you exploit them for
But
something
we
else.
kill-
What else? What kind of animals do you have?
We have, let's say, the chickens. We have a lot of chickens. Yes.
Okay,
So
and you
we
kill
do eat
chickens
them.
for food, or you exploit them for eggs, or you keep them for meat?
Can I add something?
Well, I
Sure, Chip.
use that for food. Not unnecessary killings, but for the purpose of survival, I would say.
Really, you
So-
can't
so-
survive without killing the animals, you think?
I mean, you can, but it depends on.
Wait, no, I'm
if
asking
mean-
you. Do you think you cannot survive without killing animals? Bro, you're rich. You have a farm. How the fuck can you not survive without killing animals?
Well, that's the business, though. The farm is the business. I mean, if I don't use
Vipian,
those
can I ask a
animals,
question before you go further? I'm curious because D-Wood, you said the animals eat grass, and you said you have chickens. Do chickens eat grass? What do you feed the chickens?
no, they don't eat chicken. They eat other kind of I think grains, something like that.
Yeah, so you
So
buy
you have
grains.
to buy the grains.
Yeah.
No, we don't really buy grains because we
Mhm.
produce those kind of.
Okay, so you produce
So-
grains, so you have arable land as well.
Yeah, I do have the lands. Yeah.
So why aren't you just using that arable land instead of breeding more chickens right? You just stop breeding chickens, stop buying chickens. Why don't you just like use the arable land that you have to produce food for yourself, plant food? So like lentils,
I mean,
oats,
that's what I do
peas,
though. I
beans.
produce food.
Sorry?
I'm saying I do produce foods from
There you
that
go.
land.
So
Yes,
you're
I
not
do.
gonna be starving if you don't kill animals, right? Because you have you are fucking rich. You have arable land where you can grow food. So you're not gonna fucking starve, are you?
Yeah, I mean, if I produce, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm
So
not
it's
gonna
you're not doing it
die.
for survival. You're doing it to exploit animals, and then you kill them, or you exploit them and then kill them, and then you sell that food for profit. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
But you're assuming, you're saying, you're saying I'm not eating those animals for
No,
food.
no, no. I'm just saying, right?
I mean-
If you just used arable land to produce food, like plant food, you could just sell that. Instead of feeding that food to chickens, you can just sell that food and make a profit, yeah?
I do sell though, like I also sell animals and the crops as well.
Bro,
but,
can you concentrate? I'm just trying to address the claim that you made that you need to kill animals to survive. You're not. You can
Yes,
just use your
absolutely.
hold on.
I'm
Hold on. You can just use your arable land for profit, right? And stop breeding animals into existence and just like eat the plants and sell the plants. And there you go, survival.
Yes,
I gotta ask
absolutely, I
another
can do that
question.
as
Go
well.
on,
Yes,
Chip.
I can do
How, D-Wood, how many employees do you have?
like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're lying. It's pretty clear. If you're producing that much, you don't have 3 or 4 employees. You've never been on a farm. I actually have been on farms. 3 or 4 employees cannot do as much as you say they do.
No,
So
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm fucking rich guy. I mean, it's
No,
not
no,
such a
you're
big
saying
farm.
you're producing grains to feed the animals to produce profit. I'm sorry, bro, but you've never known how much work that is. You're here on Discord having a conversation with us. No, bro, you don't know how much work it would be to produce that.
No,
So it's pretty clear that you are
absolutely.
lying right now.
Dude, I'm not really lying. I mean, I don't need a lot of. I mean, I'm
I
not
forgot
saying
this
I have a like a
text thing.
poultry of lands. No, I'm not saying I have, but it's not that much.
How much corn does a chicken eat per day?
Well, I don't have a lot of chickens, so
Wait.
mostly I don't even feed them. Like
You
just
said
throw
you
the
have a
grains and that's
lot
all.
of chickens, motherfucker. You're lying to us. Why are you lying to us? You said you have a
Yes, yes.
lot
Bro,
of chickens.
Can we move on to someone
when
who
I say a lot,
Bro, liar.
more than
Liar!
already
Why are you
bragged.
lying? I asked people to come forth to be fucking truthful, to be like, interact with us truthfully, honestly. Why the fuck are you being dishonest? And so badly
dude,
as well.
when you say a lot, I mean, I'm not saying I just have a one chicken. No, I have a lot means like I have 20, 30 chickens, right?
Cool. Chip, can you repeat your question about the corn?
Yeah, how much grain how many kilograms of grain do you feed your chickens per day, and what grain?
Mostly we feed them like maize. And I think they eat a lot of insects as well. So
Oh, I think.
sometimes, I mean, we don't really feed them. Just we throw the grains like how much? Like maybe
Like what?
Oh, so
2-3
dishonest.
kilos. You throw the grains and
Like what
that's all.
grain? What
Yep.
grain?
It's something like maize.
Something like.
And sometimes wheat as well. It's mixed, something like pressed and mixed.
And how much do you sell that per day?
I think we feed them like maybe 2-3 kilograms.
Yeah, you don't know shit about farming chickens, dude. You don't, like, you're lying out of your ass and you're inventing this. And I'm not sure if we want to continue having a conversation with you, but right now, what I'm more interested in is
Liar.
why do you come in here and lie? Like, what do you think? What will you get from doing this? Is it you're getting a boner out of
No.
it, or is it that you're just feeling good about yourself lying when people are actually trying to fight for animal rights? What exactly are you getting out of it?
Well, I'm not lying. I mean, 30 chickens, yes, they can eat like 2-3 kilograms of meat.
You are lying. A chicken cannot eat 2 or 3 kilograms.
It's not
So-
a baby chicken though. Like I said, 30, 20,
No,
30
bruh.
chickens. It's not like a 20 baby chickens. So, like
So
a
you
grown-up.
feed each chicken 2 or 3 kilograms of grain per day?
I don't mostly feed them. There are workers they feed them. I mean, I don't even live in my pond. I come like late night.
I just also want to remind you guys.
It's bullshit.
for-
It's that simple.
Yeah, for the sake for the sake of productivity, right? So I had like a discussion with this individual like in the past, and I think so did like other activists. I just wanted to let both of you know, VPM and Chip, that yeah, you got to be a bit careful, right? Just as a reminder, because this guy is probably like a time waster, right? Yeah, and it gets even more apparent like the more we progress in this discussion with this guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, VPM, if you want to have conversations with them,
Well,
I
no,
don't think it's
absolutely
worth it. I'm
not. I don't. Why would I waste my time on a liar? Literal fucking liar. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm gonna be reading this. If you haven't seen this AMA Reddit, somebody said in AMA, I was paid to discredit veganism online on Reddit, and then they
I saw
said,
that,
"Ask
yeah.
me anything." I'm gonna be reading that tomorrow. So. I don't want to be paranoid about people. I always will give the benefit of the doubt to people. But the fucking internet is full of people who are paid by the meat industry to fucking to discredit veganism, to talk shit, to invent bullshit, to say they're ex-vegan, that the health is suffered, all of that stuff, right? So if somebody was caught in a lie, why the fuck would we continue talking to them? Why the fuck? All right, anybody, please, for the love of God, be
I want to
honest.
say something. I can't, like, does this look good?
It's very brown phallic.
Hey.
Just put your jumper.
I'm getting cold.
To see whether it's good or not, I might need a few more pixels, to be honest.
Yeah, to
Oh,
be honest.
sorry. Sorry.
Stop vegan fries.
I'm sure it's going to take.
To me, it's just so ridiculous to claim that you own a farm and you don't know how much a chicken eats, and then you claim that you make all that food and you have 3 employees. Nah, bruh, it's
Dude,
clear.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait. Hold
also,
on.
it was,
Chip.
it was also a distraction. It was also a distraction because he said that he responded to your question. I don't have much chicks, but that doesn't matter. You should still know how much one chick really requires, and then you just add
Guys.
up the numbers.
Yeah.
Guys, I've played the Minecraft. I know exactly how farming works, okay?
I mean, you know, my grandfather who had chickens, like just to take eggs and stuff, which obviously I don't agree with, but he knew how much a chicken ate. Like he knew almost quite precisely. So, yeah, to own a farm where you do all of it and to not know is beyond insane. to me.
Yeah, and they were like, I think they eat like something this, and it's a mix. It's a mix with that. Oh, come on, man, liar, bad liar.
Do they eat grass? Do they eat grass? I don't know.
Funny. All right.
Is there anything else?
Anybody? Max Payne. Are you an honest person?
Oh, hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Would you
Hello.
say you're an honest person, Max Payne?
But Right now I'm playing a game. I'm just listening to your chat while playing game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'm not a vegan. I'm a lacto vegetarian. Like I use or I consume dairy products like milk or the things made from the milk like curd.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
Max, sorry, could you move a little bit away from your microphone, please? It's very loud and a bit distorted.
I don't know.
No, this is good.
I don't know. I just reset my PC. Maybe the voice is low or I don't know how it works.
No, it's too high, is what Tone is saying. You're too close to the mic. No, it's too close to the mic. Just move away from the mic a little bit, and then you sound really good.
Now is it good? Now
Yeah,
is it
That's
good?
perfect, thank you.
Yeah, now it sounds good. So, why do you think it's okay to exploit and kill animals for dairy?
Oh, I'm not okay. Like, I'm consuming it since I born, right? And I'm from India, by the way, if I had to tell you. I'm from India, so
Yeah.
milk is a very basic thing here,
Yeah.
which is to be. And here, lacto-vegetarian term was not that popular.
Yeah,
Because
sorry, can you answer the
there's a two
question?
categories here.
Sorry, I
Okay,
actually
please ask.
I actually know quite a lot,
You were
Max.
asking about the exploitation of dairy products,
Yeah.
right?
And killing of animals for dairy. Yeah.
Killing, not okay with the killing of the like killing of the animals. I'm not okay with that.
Why are you paying for it
I
then?
mean, they should because they should have equal rights like us.
Mhm.
I mean, we are humans. Animals don't kill us until we taunt them or we try to harm them. So
So-
we should do the same.
Okay, so why are you
That's my
then paying
thinking.
for dairy? Because dairy is causing, it comes from exploitation of animals and it causes the slaughter of animals. Then why do you pay for dairy?
Slaughter for animal is not the thing in terms of dairy, but yeah, I would say exploitation because that milk that should be I mean that milk should be given to their children, like the cow, the baby cow. Instead of that, they sell it to the humans or the dairies, which we are. But I don't know. I don't know the exact answer to this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Like,
Oh, wait, hold
because
on,
I'm
hold on.
consuming it since.
It is what it is?
Yeah.
What a terrible excuse for
Like-
continuing paying for exploitation and slaughter of animals, don't you
excuse.
think?
No, I mean, killing is not included in this thing, like the dairy things, because it doesn't include some meat. It only includes the milk, like yeah, mainly the milk only, and other products are made from the milk.
Sorry,
That's it.
I'm confused, and I'm confused because of what you are talking about, right? All I asked, if you think that animals shouldn't be exploited and slaughtered for dairy, then why are you paying for dairy?
Because I'm consuming milk.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we
why
used
don't
to
you just
have,
stop consuming
this-
milk, Max? That's the question. Why don't you just stop consuming milk?
Because it's a normal thing. Like if I stop consuming it, like so the other products are not that much nutritious here.
Sorry, what?
Like the vegan things.
Sorry.
Like
What's the evidence?
adulteration.
Wait, what's the
No,
evidence?
adulteration. No, adulteration is the issue here, where I'm living. Adulteration.
Yeah, we talk to a lot of Indians, a lot of people who are vegan in India as well. We're familiar with what happens in India. So what I'm asking is, if we showed you that there is enough nutritious food for you to stop eating dairy, would you stop?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, I would.
Awesome. So,
Mhm.
are you familiar with things like chickpeas?
Chickpeas, yeah.
Yeah. What is the problem with just instead of eating curd, eating chickpeas?
Mm-hmm. I think maybe the
Sorry, can you
protein.
move closer?
I don't
Can you
know
actually move
much.
closer to the mic now, Max? Because now you sound like you are in an aquarium. So
Hello. Now is it good?
no, still aquarium. Just
Now?
yeah, just find where your mic was. Just come back to talking how you were talking before. Actually, that would be better, I think, because now I can barely understand what you're saying.
Hello.
Yeah, still like an aquarium thing, but you continue. Sorry, I'll just struggle. That's fine.
Wait. I have to fix it. To be honest, wait. Give me.
Okay.
I think he's still in denial that animals are killed for dairy.
Now.
No, it's the same, but it's okay. Tell me what you wanted to say. So the question was, why don't you just consume chickpeas or tofu instead of curd?
I consume chickpeas also. Yeah, I consume chickpeas.
Yeah, well, why don't you then you consume very nutritious food then? So I don't understand what is the problem with this very nutritious food. Just eat more of that instead of eating curd or drinking dairy.
I have no answer to this.
Yeah.
Like the dairy thing. I mean, it's a common like it's like every people, every neighbor, I mean the whole city, excluding some wheat allergies or allergen people.
Sorry, are
Everyone
you
is
allergic to
consuming
wheat?
milk.
Are you allergic to it?
No.
No. So then,
No.
then why are you talking about other people? Let's talk about you.
No. I was going to say the lacto. I misspoken like wheat.
Well,
That's
it
why
just
I said
sounds like
lacto-allergen.
it just sounds like you are allergic to the moral implications of getting dairy because you think it's not okay to exploit and slaughter animals for dairy, right?
Okay, so can you connect me with any Indian who's who's a vegan, who's an Indian vegan?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
He
Is
wants
there
to
any
talk to an
Indian?
Indian. He wants to talk to an Indian vegan.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Who do we
haven't
have?
talked with
Maybe,
an Indian vegan.
yeah, let's try to get Silva in here, for instance.
He's also in denial that cows are killed for dairy. He's even saying that they're not.
Oh, cows are definitely killed for dairy. Both cows and
But also,
buffaloes.
like, why would it? I mean, we can obviously go that route, and we can connect it to an Indian, and there are obviously like numerous Indian vegans. But the question is, like, why would you want to require that? Like, do you think it is impossible, or do you just need like guidance? Like, what is it? Are you denying maybe the fact that Indians can be vegan? Like, what kind of difference does it make? Even if you were like the first Indian vegan, right? I mean, what would be the problem?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, I understand obviously humans. Wait, 1 sec. I understand humans want to have like this relatedness. They want to have like people who are like-minded. And if there is like, if you're Indian, they're Indian. Maybe you connect better to them. But my question to you is like, why does it matter? Just do your own research, and you will see plenty, probably millions and millions of people who are vegan, right? And and mind you, not because of upbringing or religion, but because of personal conviction, like truly personal philosophical conviction that it is wrong to exploit animals. So even if we demonstrate to you that there is like, let's say even here, like an Indian vegan, why would it matter? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the arguments stand on themselves, right? Like, if we make the case that it is wrong to exploit animals, like, sure, we can put you through an Indian vegan group or whatever. That's fine. But I think it's only fine if it brings you closer on the practical grounds, right? Because they can give you obviously the best tips because they live in your region, sure. But other than that, the arguments, they stand independent of your ethnicity, in my opinion, right? Whether you're Indian, European, I don't care. But sorry for jumping in. Just wanted to give my 2 cents. So.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Val.
Can I also add something?
Sure.
It is impossible to have dairy production without killing babies. At some point, you have to kill them because of exponential growth. Let's say you have like 20 cows and you impregnate them, and then you have 40 cows. And 10 of those 20 that were born will be male, around that, right? So you have 30. And next year you impregnate them again to keep producing milk. And keep in mind that 10 of them will be useless for their reproduction, right? But even if you keep them alive, you have 30 to impregnate, right? And next year you'll have 70 cows, and so on, right? It's impossible to not kill them.
Wait, Badger, I'm getting paid. I'm not. So the ad revenue, right? I can show you something cute, something very interesting. Right? I'm just straight up gonna show it to you. So my ad revenue. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna show you my ad revenue, right? So for instance, let's see at this, right? Let's see how much it made. Sorry, go on. It made 0.66. That's 66 British pence. That's how much this video made, right? Now let's go to live streams because I'm usually live streaming, right? Let's grab one from the past, just to make it. Let's grab one that was like very successful. Let's see. 30,000 views is pretty successful. Let's just grab that one, right? It made £1.24. And you know what else? You know what else? Everybody on my stream knows this because I've pledged actually that I'm going to send that money to a sanctuary the second that it reaches actually the threshold. It haven't reached the threshold. So not only have I not gotten paid yet, when I get paid, that money doesn't even go to me. It goes to a person who's going to be responsible for sending it to a sanctuary. And I'll let everybody know which sanctuary their ad watching was partially funded, right? It's going to be like 60 quid. So, shit. Shame. Sorry about that. Sorry for breaking the delusion.
Do some research, but still they have to serve human beings, right? So they have to have like greater production rates, and then thereby they will suffer also in their life, and it will be a burden to live in this body, in my view. So yeah, you can combine that, and then you can say, well, is that moral to do if you can just simply eat something else, right? All he was just giving is like descriptions, right? He was just saying, you know what, this is like my culture, everyone is doing it, it's normal.
Oh, sorry, were you talking about Stick and Butter Girl? Oh, sorry about the rant then.
These descriptions to build like a
Totally
distance,
unjustified rant.
to build distance.
Well,
These are all descriptions.
I think that normies think, what they do is they rationalize that if everyone's doing something, then it must not be that bad. And
By the way, I was totally not listening. Did people actually say animals are not intelligent? I think at least one person said it, right? I think I should update that.
that's clearly bad. But
Not keeping up
also
with
the
it.
fact that it's really the most heinous sort of
At least
behaviors
one
that
person said it.
a society will ever do will be the ones that are universally accepted, because that means they're going to be universally unquestioned. And so the normal checks and balances on immoral behavior are not going to be in place because everyone's just doing it and kind of looking at everyone else. So there's no one is even questioning what they're doing or even reflecting upon it. So it's really those sorts of normie behaviors that we should question even more, not less.
What question was that, Cassius? Sorry, I guess I've missed it. Can you type it again? I'm cold. I'm cold again.
We've had a lot of intellectually dishonest people today.
Yippers.
Welcome to the moron bus.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just live in a house that is like, I try to insulate it, but it's just like a lost cause. Everything leaks. So even though it's kind of warm outside, it's actually like fucking freezing inside. It's fucking weird. I hate this house, but it's cheap, so also I stay in it.
Simple as like nutrition, right? I don't think that they're really well thought out. And I'm not even talking about like this common protein thing, but even when they say, you know what, there is probably like nothing, because he said something along those lines of like, you know, like there's probably like not a good replacement to dairy. I mean, that is just like, I think, a half-baked answer without much like research, right? They just want to like quickly justify their habits and just like hand wave it, basically, if that's the right word, I guess. Yeah, hand wave it. Because he probably doesn't even know the alternatives, right? And he's probably then too complacent to change his habits, because everyone is doing it, and yeah, why change? It's like basically like this how do you say, like this heuristic, you know, dairy, protein, and calcium. Yeah, sure, could be true, right? But like there are also other sources of calcium, dairy, and what have you, and most people can't think beyond that.
What's up, Petru? Petru, you want to have a conversation?
Hi, good morning. I am just a student.
Okay.
Or someone he want to understand English.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Argentina, and
Awesome.
I just listen.
Okay, no problem. That sounds like a struggle. Definitely. There's going to be a struggle to have a conversation. So yeah, stick around, listen, no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
I used to speak a little bit of Spanish, but I totally forgot about it. Once in a while, I still have dreams in Spanish, but it's weird because my vocabulary is very small now.
Okay, I understand you. Where are you from?
Oh, no, I don't say that online. Too many weird people online.
They don't know.
Are you from England?
Mars is a big planet.
Well, it says so on my YouTube channel, but no, I'm not from England. I wish I was.
Oh,
well, no, I don't
okay.
wish.
I understand very well your accent.
Oh, are you claiming I have a British accent?
Sorry,
It's okay.
I don't understand your vocabulary. I need to learn more vocabulary.
Well, you are in the right server.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. All right. I think it's good time for me to take a
Also, we
pee
were
break.
giving you a pass to listen because you don't
Although
speak English very well. But if you do want to talk to us, you need to talk about veganism.
Yeah, and I think even though we don't have to further go on with you, if there's like too much of a language barrier, I do think that we can maybe provide you with some Spanish activists online, maybe as a resource, if you could understand me, so that you can maybe get a bit deeper into the vegan philosophy, right?
Well, that's a good
If it's
idea.
too difficult, yeah, because I think like a lot is to be lost if we just move on. I mean, we can move on, but I think we should still maybe look for a Spanish resource
Let's send
in which you
let's
can.
send it. What about Harry? Harry just did a Spanish stream.
Let me check. Do I actually know some Spanish?
Harry's really
If
good.
if you know one, yeah, just drop them in the side chat maybe so he can check it out. That would be
Okay.
But I think also Superior Vegan can also speak a bit Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, if you're interested, maybe you can also have a chat with him, or unless there's like no other people who are not vegan, but I think there are some non-vegans here. Yeah,
Should
but
I
I think it's well worth.
I don't know if anyone knows what Harry's Spanish channel is. I only listen to his English content.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but I don't understand what do you say. Okay, but be- again, my vocabulary is pure, por o algo así.
Superior Vegan, could you maybe give us, if you know by any chance, of course, like some vegan Spanish resources, like of activists or something like that? Because I think that could be very helpful as a shortcut, maybe, to help the guy getting informed and to maybe even get kickstarted with veganism.
What are we talking about? What have I missed? I have ordered like clip-on earphones that don't go into my ear. So hopefully that will allow me to hear the conversation from further away without increasing my tinnitus. So we'll see about that. So I don't miss anything, because FOMO, and also, you know, little baby next door. They're crying right now. You can't hear them, but I can hear them very well. Holy shit. So I wouldn't want to have like my speaker all day. I could like just decrease the amount of noise I create throughout the day without increasing my tinnitus as well. Really, truly, one of the most destructive things that happened to me is tinnitus. I'm okay with it mostly, but it's like it's impacting my life in a way that is silly. Oh fuck, I'm cold. Holy shit. I could not be in Amsterdam right now or in Germany because I'm cold where I am, despite it being fucking sunny outside. I'm fucking freezing. Maybe I should jump around. Oh man. Oh. Let me just... Oh, I didn't know that happens. Guys, what do you think of my thumbnail for tomorrow? I'm streaming it. Somebody, please tell me I did a good job. I hate doing
Yes,
thumbnails.
you've done a very good job on your thumbnail.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Was that so hard?
Very nice.
Thank you.
That's difficult. Me giving compliments to another.
Tone. I could not hear what you said.
I said that's difficult. Me giving an actual compliment.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have to
Even
learn because you're now a friend with a needy person like me.
Oh, okay.
So you must learn. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So, anybody wants to have a discussion with me who's not vegan? We can do a one-on-one conversation. Let me see actually what's happening in my Discord server. Maybe some of them want to have a discussion. Oh, somebody on the carnist side was like, this Discord leads to nothing but intolerant people in cancer. Enjoy. And they left. And then they rejoined. Let's see. Want to have a conversation with me right now?
Yesterday,
No.
I kind of fucked up my knees.
Oh no.
With the squats.
Yeah.
That's why I
kinda.
don't do squats.
So I'm not even actually sure if it's like, I mean, it's not like in the middle of my knees. It's like kind of like slightly above it, and I somehow went to failure. And
don't do that.
Let me tell you, like you never actually notice whether, at least I could not.
What indicates that I look malnourished? Come on. Jedediah. Tell me what indicates me looking malnourished. Let me know. Well, great for you. I can't cycle 60 miles a week because I have hyperlaxity. That's a hereditary disease. Not disease, it's a disorder. And I can't do that. But I lift weights. But I'm interested to know what makes me look malnourished according to you. Come on, let's analyze the way I look. I love that. I love that people come in here with mandalas in their like little circles, no picture in sight, and they start talking about my appearance. I love it. So let's talk about my appearance. What is it about me that makes me look malnourished? Jedediah, you are now ignoring me blatantly. I'm talking to you. You wanted my attention. You have it now. What makes me look malnourished? Sorry for hitting my mic. I apologize. That's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking a question. What makes me look malnourished? Jedediah. Answer the question. You made a claim. You better start answering my questions about it. Oh, you look malnourished. My frail appearance, what does that mean, my frail appearance? Which part of my appearance is frail? Come on. Be specific, please. You look thin. Thank you. I look thin because I've lost weight on purpose. I look unhealthy. What does that mean? Be specific. Too much perhaps of what? What does it mean for me looking unhealthy? Please be specific. You wanted my attention. Here it is. Jedediah, do not ignore me. It's incredibly annoying. You come in, you make a claim. Please extrapolate on that claim. Or get the fuck out. Or join my server and we can have you can turn on your camera and we can talk face to face. What is it about me that looks unhealthy? Be specific. Because it was thin and unhealthy. I will give you I'm thin because I was losing weight to be thin. I will give you that. Thank you. My efforts haven't been noticed. But what makes me look unhealthy? Because it was a conjunction, right? So it's thin and unhealthy. I granted you one. I want you to explain to me the second one. Unless you're going to make the claim that me being thin makes me look unhealthy. What specifically does you appear without energy? I'm talking to people for sometimes 5, 6, 7 hours straight. Right? What makes me look without energy? What makes me look frail? Because it just sounds like you're throwing in categories. I want you to give me specifics. And also, you can just join my Discord server and have a conversation with me. Face to face, turn on your camera and have a conversation with me. Because your mandala looks frail and I will not explain why. Silly. Frail. Oh my god, people are not that smart. True. How much do I do cardio? I mostly walk. I can't do most of cardio because of the thing that I told you. I have hyperlaxity, right? But I mostly walk. I walk around. See my table? It's a standing table. So I move around a lot. You see? I have a chair right here in case I want to rest for a little bit. But most of the time on my legs, moving around. So, let me show you something. Let me show you something that I sent to my impressive. Let me just search impressive and then I'll find it. Somebody said I'm impressive. Impressive. I'm going to show you my frailty. Right? I'm going to show you how frail I am. This is me showing off to my carnists in my Discord server. Right? Let me just make it bigger for you so we'll see how frail I am. This is my soy frailty. Right? Look how frail. I am so frail. Look at that. And there you go, carnists say, why is this genuinely impressive? Yeah. Does that look frail to you? That's just like from lifting for 1 year on and off. No, I don't have health problems due to my extreme diet, and my diet is not extreme. My diet is pretty much mainstream. It just excludes certain ingredients. I bet your diet excludes certain ingredients. Is your diet then extreme? I'm not unhealthy though. I don't have health problems due to my diet. Hmm? Well, here's the thing, right? Join my server. Here is the link again. Turn on your camera and we can have a discussion face to face. VPM is a soy person. You bet your ass I am. Again, you don't have to repeat yourself. I saw the question, the thing the first time. I don't have health problems due to my diet. The hyperlaxity that I have is hereditary. I was born with it. My shoulder got dislocated for the first time when I was 3 years old, when I was definitely not vegan. I exclude animal protein. Why is that a problem that I exclude animal protein? And yeah, are you scared to jump on VC? Have a conversation with me face to face? Cool. So, why is it a problem to exclude animal protein from my diet? By the way, we went from, we're no longer claiming that I'm frail, right? We're no longer claiming that I'm frail. This is why I lift weights, by the way. To do this. Vegans just can't fucking win. Oh, I can send you another link. I can send you a link to something that you just click, and you don't need to use Discord. You can just join me on Google Meets. It's just literally, you just click on the thing and you joined. You can do it on your phone, right? Would you like me to do that? Would you like me to do that, Jedediah? I can give you a link that you don't need a Discord for. You don't need any application for. Oh, that's why I was doing that shit. Okay. I've just joined Google Meets. I'm gonna send you the invitation. How about that? Once I know how to do that, holy shit. Fuck, how do I invite people? Bro. Full screen. I never fucking know how to do it. Holy shit. Copy joining info. I guess that's it. All right. Jedediah, you're welcome to join me on a non-Discord server meeting. How about that? What's up, Hench Herbivore's biggest fan? How old am I? I'm 45 years old. You at work? You'll just join for 3 minutes. I want to see you face to face, right? I don't know of a work that doesn't allow you to turn on your phone for literally 2 minutes. I mean, you typing, right? So just clicking on the link and showing your pretty face for a second shouldn't be a problem for you. Don't block traffic. All right. I'm gonna let you go, but here's the thing, right? Here's why we do this. You entered somebody's chat. You realize that they are vegan. And then you just started telling them that they're malnourished, that they're unhealthy. Do you think that's like an honest way to interact with people? Jedediah? Just making shit up about them? What's up, Brinny the dog? I think that's a dishonest way to have a conversation with people. Make shit up about them. Yeah, and then you couldn't substantiate that opinion. First, you claimed that thin people are also frail. I think that's what you meant. Because I'm thin, I'm also frail. Then I showed you I'm not frail. I'm actually quite muscular. You stopped making the claims, but you couldn't say why I look unhealthy. You made the claim that my hereditary disorder is from my diet, right? You just assumed a lot of shit. Your opinion should be informed, Jedediah. It should be based on something rather than just stupid vibes. Because that's a terrible way to move through life. Just going based on stupid vibes. And I bet all of your stupid vibes weren't actually based on how I look. They were based on your prejudice against a plant-based diet or against veganism. And that's what I actually want to talk to you about. So you are now subscribed. The next time that you are not at work, you can message me on any of my social media and we can have a discussion about your prejudice. How about that? We're stopping eating meat because it's incredibly unfair to animals, right? Animals are sentient beings. That means that they are capable of experiencing life. They can feel joy, pain, fear. They generally are very motivated to continue living once they're alive, right? And they really want to avoid pain as well. Those are the creatures, incredibly similar to dogs that we love and adore, incredibly similar to some human beings, for instance, babies, right? Who also can feel all of those things. Those are the animals that we are systematically exploiting and slaughtering and torturing most of the time for products that are unnecessary, and I can prove it to you that it's unnecessary. All right? This is why we are stopping eating meat. Meat is the result of animal exploitation and slaughter. Animals are being bred into existence. They have things done to them without anesthesia, monstrous things, like cutting off their body parts, right? And then they are fed like a huge amount of food, and then they're sent to slaughter while standing there crying, right? Do you kill mosquitoes? I try to avoid killing mosquitoes as much as possible, but yes, mosquitoes do not have the right to use me as their blood cow. I do kill mosquitoes when it's not possible for me to do otherwise. That is not analogous to you eating meat, because cows are not trying to suck your blood, right? They've done nothing to you. By the way, I'm not blaming mosquitoes for doing what they do. I'm just saying they don't have more right to suck my blood than me, just the right to defend myself from them, is all I'm saying. Wait, who's having a misogynist view? Oh, is it Bryn? Bryn, come and have a conversation with me. Come and have a conversation with me. I'll give you the link to my Discord server. You can come and have a conversation with me about all the people who lost their period. You can show them to me, those people who lost their period. Yeah. If you already know soy feeds, just come talk to me. I don't remember everybody. Are you in a full? Let me see if I can ping you or something. Jump to present. Caleb. I don't see you. Sorry, can somebody summarize for me what the claim is? Can somebody summarize for me what the claim is and who is claiming it, please? Because I'm not good at reading my chat. If Jedediah was here, they would blame me, veganism, for me not being able to read my chat properly. Not your claim, okay. Not your claim, not your claim. Okay, whose claim is it? Let's just ignore and shove your head in the sand. When let's just pretend there isn't thousands of women losing their periods from the diet. What's the evidence for that? Hench Herbivore, biggest fan. You can come into my Discord server and we can have a discussion and you can show me the evidence of thousands of women losing periods from, I'm guessing you mean plant-based diet. I mean, I have periods. I've been vegan for 10 years. Is that just ex-vegan videos? Oh, okay. Thousands of videos. There are thousands of videos of women making the claim that that they lose period on their diet. Really? I would need evidence for that. If there are thousands of claims, of videos of women claiming they lost period on a plant-based diet, I would need evidence for that. I'm not pretending. I just it's a big claim, right? There are thousands of women, right? I'm willing to change my mind. This wouldn't interact with my position, with my vegan position in any of the slightest. So I really couldn't care less, right? If this is right or wrong. I just need evidence for it because you made the claim. Thousands of women, there you're making the claims again. Thousands of women have videos online of losing their period. I would need evidence for that claim. At least 1,000. I would need at least 1,000 links of different women making the claim that they lost period on the plant-based diet. Right? You can soften the claim, right? You don't have to pretend like this is something you have evidence for. Yes, show me the links of thousands of women losing their periods on the diet. Show me the evidence for it. Oh, Goatis has lots. Goatis has lots. Okay. Well, now we know whom we're talking to. Now we know. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for telling me what your source is. Holy shit. Bro, people are so brain dead. You being philosophically sound. What the fuck does that mean? Why are you systematically genociding lettuce? Because lettuce is not morally relevant. Lettuce doesn't have sentience. It can't feel the things that I told you that animals can feel. And therefore there is zero moral relevance to them. If you value lettuce for something, please let me know what it is. Please let me know why you value lettuce, because I told you why I value animals. All right. Let me just check it out. Somebody joined. Guess not. Bro. Thousands of women. Gotis doesn't have thousands of women. You're just being hyperbolic, sweetie. Stop being hyperbolic. That's silly. By the way, just to explain to you, Hench, Herbivore, biggest fan, that wouldn't interact with the vegan position, not in the slightest, because it's quite like, you know, you would have to then create a link between a plant-based diet as a whole, making women lose periods, whereas, you know, it's just like easily debunkable because I have a period. I haven't lost it since going plant-based, right? You would have to connect a plant-based diet as a whole to women losing period. And can you do that? Can you do that scientifically? Why am I asking you? You fucking cited fucking GOATs. Holy shit. Bro. Citing GOATs as a fucking source to the claim that thousands of women, and then like, oh, you put your head in the sand. Bitch, come on. You're citing GOATs, showing you 3 women again and again and again as like the evidence for your claim. Holy fucking shit, bro. And those women are like, were on the fruitarian diet, so extreme caloric restriction most of the time. Right. Yeah, I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at your source. I'm laughing at your hyperbolic claim. And I'm laughing at your like lack of evidence behind your claim, right? Your claim is so strong that a single person with a period would debunk it. And here I am. A person with a period, debunking your fucking claim. I'm laughing at you, man. I'm laughing at your sources, and I'm laughing at your claim. I'm laughing at it. Come on. I am. See, I'm laughing at it. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm laughing all I want. Oh, I was vegan once. You know, this is funny. This is coming from now from a place where we now know that there are people online, right, that were paid to say that they're vegan. They're an ex-vegan. He made the claim. I think they made the claim right here. I think. Yeah. How many accounts are there? I'd say half the accounts on certain Reddit subs on this topic. One ploy was to make a new account, post about a falsified vegan health issue, and say the account was new to keep the cult from knowing I'm saying this, right? So we now know, right, that there are people online making those claims because they're paid to make those claims. So yeah, I'm laughing at you because we have the information. We have the information now to make us like incredibly, first of all, your source. Second of all, you as a source now saying, oh, I was vegan, is now incredibly incredible, literally. So, Hench Biver, biggest fan. I'm laughing at you. What else am I gonna do? I can't falsify claims that were made with like evidence such as Goatis said so, especially since he didn't, right? He showed like 3 women losing their period or something like that in his vegan deterioration or whatever series. And you making the claim there are thousands of women and you can't back it up. The specific number. So yeah, I'm laughing at you. What else have I got? I'm laughing at you. What's up, Miss Teaspoon? Let me just go back to the thing again.
If it's okay or not. For example, somebody okay, let's say person A, person B, okay? Person A put the drug to drink of the person B. Person B drinks that drink, and after that she basically passed out, you know. Person A uses the body of the person
Don't
B.
pass out here. Here, what I'm trying to explain is, in my situation, it's not the case. If it was the situation I'm ever coming across, like if I see cows being exploited to the point where they just pass out, I then take some steps. Okay.
I don't understand. I cannot understand because of the microphone or something. But anyways, I gotta go. If there is anyone who wants to take over Vegan Gaze, I see, or the Alexandra if you want it, or Felek, or anyone, Skyrock, Val. I gotta go. Is there anyone
Nice
take
day.
over?
I
Yeah,
can't
Vegan
really
Gaze, please.
understand with the microphone, so I won't be able to speak.
Yeah, I
I
can
will.
try maybe briefly. I can try
Yeah,
briefly,
like-
but so yeah.
They're gone.
So
They're gone now.
can you just okay? Okay, fair enough.
What's up, Fanny? Can you mic up, Fanny? Oh, is the moderated nickname still crying? Holy shit, bro. I added you to my victims of VPM list, by the way. You'll be glad to know that you were added to
That
the
list is getting
crybaby list.
extensive.
No, it's actually not that extensive at all. It's like only 4 people so far because I haven't been talking to
Oh,
as
what?
many people lately. I know. If I would have started from the beginning, my list of victims of VPN would be so much bigger. No, it's a shame. Anyways. What's up, Jesse?
Hi everybody. Hey, hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, just asking you doing okay today?
Yes, I'm doing okay. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Somebody made me laugh in the chat, in my chat, so I'm on the back end of laughing. So that's good. That's important for health, right? To laugh once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. So I have this this text in front of me. I'm sharing the screen as well. So
Let me join.
yeah, it's my argument for veganism. Would you like to read it and tell me what you think
Okay.
about it? You don't have to read it out
Okay, let
loud.
me read.
You don't have to read it out
Do I have
loud.
to
Just read it to yourself.
do
That's
I have
fine.
to read it loud? Okay.
Bro, all the women who lost their period are not here. We're not bullying them. You have to be next to the person to bully them. You have to have some kind of interaction with them to bully them. Come on. You just like a shitstorm instigator, aren't you? You just like throwing words in there. Why? Why do you do that? Why aren't you genuine? Let me ask you, Hench, the biggest fan. Do you think one with a person with a period can be on the plant-based diet and not lose their period? Do you think that's possible? It's a yes or no, by the way. Just answer yes or no. What do you think,
Oh,
Jeff?
I don't
It's
know. I randomly did disconnected, I know somehow.
Oh. Are you still reading or?
Yes, I'm reading the last not necessary.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I have read it.
Okay. What do you think? Is it a good argument for going vegan?
Yes, it is. It is good actually.
Do you have any
Yes.
objections to it?
No, I don't.
Are you vegan?
I'm vegetarian.
Okay. Sounds like you should go vegan from now on, right?
Mm. Yes, my doctor suggested me that you should not take dairy products because your digestive system is not that strong enough, this and that. So yeah, I can go vegan anytime.
Yeah, but do you understand
I'm
the
usually
moral
consuming vegan
implication
stuff.
of going vegan? Do you understand why you should go vegan and not just plant-based?
Actually, my diet is mostly plant-based, except sometimes I eat eggs and drink milk. That's it. That's what I have as a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
asking, do you understand now why you should go vegan for, ethically, right? Do you understand my ethical argument?
yes.
My argument is not about your health. It's about,
It's about the human ethics and all, right? Because it is not necessary in 21st century.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I heard all of that, but I said yeah anyways. So the question is like, does this motivate you to go vegan now?
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
So you're also vegan, right?
Yeah,
Nice. Good to hear that.
yeah. Do you have any like information that you need to be vegan from now on? We can help you out.
No, no. I already know like how to be a vegan and all. Thank you for asking that.
Awesome. I appreciate your openness. And if you ever need like a help or like you have like a esoteric weird question to ask,
Mm.
you're welcome to come back.
No, no, no.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Hench, did
So
you
how
answer the
long
question?
you're staying vegan? Since the childhood, or you just recently become a vegan?
10 years. I've been vegan for 10 years.
Oh, 10 years. Okay, so you're pretty old then. Like I'm only 19 years old, if I don't lie.
Oh, that's cool. You started early. That's good. That means you have less time to regret you exploiting and slaughtering animals than I do. I have 35 years to
Mm.
regret.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so awesome. I really appreciate
Actually, since
your...
childhood, I don't like people killing animals for consuming it as a food. Like, I don't know, like I don't like that idea since my childhood. Whenever I like, my grandfather used to eat chicken, and once I went to a slaughterhouse, I was like shocked, like how they're killing the chickens and pigs and all.
Mhm.
It was so inhumane for me.
Yeah. I didn't turn me vegan to see a chicken being slaughtered. I saw one being slaughtered when I was, I don't remember, maybe 5, 6, or 7, something like that. And it was scary, and I didn't want to do it again. And I definitely didn't want to eat that chicken. But life went on, and I was not vegan for 30 years after that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but I'm here now.
Also,
I'm
no,
here. I've got here ethically.
yeah. Also,
Okay.
Jesse, also notice. Sorry for being a bit pedantic, but you said how they are killing animals. Veganism or vegans in particular, we are not against how.
Sorry, Hench, our biggest fan. That's a manipulative, sly question. It was a very simple question. Do you think people with periods can be on a plant-based diet and not lose their period? How is that manipulative, sly question? Right? There isn't a high increase. That's a claim that you are making, right? Because you watch Gortys. You just watch an echo chamber of him turning basically 3 women again and again and showing you 3 women making that claim again and again and again, right? You don't have evidence that there is a high increase of people on this diet losing period. But I asked you a very specific question and I expect you to answer it. Do you think one can be on a plant-based diet and not lose their period? How is it that a manipulative sly question? Jesus Christ. Let me just jump to the... I just really want to hear you answer that question. Biggest fan. Please answer the question. Please answer the question or I'll time you out. Can people with periods be on a plant-based diet and not lose their period? It's an important question. It's not sly at all. Can you answer my question or I will ban you? Or at least time you out. I'm expecting you to answer my question. Can you answer my question? It's a yes or no. It's not sly. It's a very important question. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna block you. That's enough. That's enough of you. So this was an example of somebody coming in right? Saying this kind of thing, right? They're saying it to elicit a feeling. They're saying it to, you know, they're not answering my question, right? Because they know that's a trap for them. They know that once they answer that question truthfully, you will see that there is a reasonable way to be on a plant-based diet and an unreasonable way to be on a plant-based diet, which is true of any dietary intervention. It's true of any diet. But this person, instead of answering my question, decided to just insult me, right? I'm not insulted. I've been called worse. Jedediah here called me, said I look malnutritious. That's just like, they said I look frail. That's worse to me because I used to be frail. As a child, I was incredibly frail. I wasn't a vegan back then. So that's actually like illicit response from me, right? But this person is just trying to piss me off. They're not trying to interact truthfully. So I don't have time for this shit, right? We know that people are getting paid to do this, to elicit responses in me. So why would I give him even a second after that? You're trying to save me. What are you trying to save me from? What are you trying to save me from? By the way, did you answer my question? What do you value letters for? Jedediah, here's the thing, right? It's okay that you're at work and you can't like turn on your video, but you're just chucking shit now. And I bet you're not gonna answer my question for the next 5 minutes. You also, by the way, trying to elicit a certain feeling in me by calling me honey. Well, sweetie, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna elicit any response from me by calling me honey. Right, sweetie? See, you're not answering my question. You're not answering it. So, another disingenuous person. Jedediah, answer my question. What are you valuing letters for? Yeah, it does sound a bit nosy. A bit of a nosy dog whistle right there. Jedediah, I'm gonna break you in half. I'm actually a Jew. I'm actually of a pure Jewish descent. Not a non-Jew drop of blood in me. 100% Jew. Well, you can just kill plants unless there is a reason to value lettuce. For some reason, I've asked you a question, you're still not answering. What's going on there? Why aren't you answering my question? Kind of weird, isn't it? That you're just like ignoring my question. You could say much. So, you're newsy, right? You're just like a new wave newsy. So answer my question, Newsy. Why do you value lettuce? And this is your last chance, because again, you're just wasting my time. I'm gonna time you out. I'm not gonna ban you the way I banned Herbivore thingy. I'm just gonna time you out because then it will give you a moment to think about how dishonest you've been in this conversation and how nauseating you've been. Yeah, I mean, vegan gays, not gonna lie. If it would be like, for me, it would be like a huge plus on a plant-based diet. If through some kind of a magical thing, I would be. But that's a personal thing. I told you why I value pigs, but that's not answering my question, is it? You're not answering my question. I should be banning you, but I'll give you another chance. I'll tell you why I'm valuing pigs, actually, right? I value pigs because they have the same traits that human beings have that make it not okay to slaughter and exploit and slaughter human beings for unnecessary stuff. what they have is capability to experience life around them, preference to live or live. They can feel pain, fear, joy, and other emotions that makes us not to want to experience those negative feelings. Pigs also have those things. That's called sentience. It's the ability to experience life around you. And once you have that life as a pig and as a human being, you generally speaking don't want to let it go. You want to continue living. Plants don't have that. Fish do have that. Plants don't have that. If you value lettuce, you must value pigs. What? I don't value lettuce, but I do value pigs because I value humans. You seem to not value humans either, right? I think the Nuzi accusation is right on point. Right? Because you sure were sweet when you thought I'm of the Germanic descent. But now that you know that I'm pure Jew. No, I'm asking you, I'm just giving you my impression, right? You totally welcome to say, no, I'm not a Nuzi. Oh, you asking this about a plant. How do I know that plants don't feel pain? Sure. That plants are not sentient, rather. Sure. So, oh, fuck, what am I doing? I have it right here. So, what humans and animals have, generally speaking, not all animals, is a brain and a spine, right? And we also have these 5 main senses that perceive the world around us, right? And then the notion of that sends down a spine, that goes up a spine into our brain, and our brain interprets what they see and spits out this thing called consciousness. Plants don't have that. So plants are not sentient. They don't have a brain. They don't have a nervous system. They don't respond to stimuli, to different stimuli in different ways. They respond to different stimuli in the same ways. I'll show you this little guy, right? This is a plant that, once it loads, responds to stimuli. So you can notice how you gently touch it or you caress it, right? It responds in the same way. So there it is responding, I think, to somebody blowing on it. And there it responds in the same way to somebody burning it. So they're not conscious. They respond to different stimuli in the same manner. That's one of the ways we know that somebody is conscious. No, it's not the brain matter, it's the consciousness that I value. Consciousness that results from sentience. See how you haven't answered my question yet? I still kept you around. I don't know why. Should fucking kick you out. It's the consciousness. Was I stuttering? Were you listening? Yeah. How am I sure that I'm conscious? I exhibit consciousness. Because I respond to different stimuli differently. If somebody punches me, I'm going to respond differently than if somebody tickles me. That's how you know. From the outside. From the inside, I know that I'm conscious because I have all these thoughts wrangling around my head. If I put my hand into fire, the way this plant was just like, stimulated with fire. If somebody does that to me, I'm going to get harmed. And the plant is just like, doesn't give a shit. It does the same thing as when it was caressed. What do you mean you got me? I've answered your question. Jesus Christ. You see, you should listen when you ask a question, you should listen to me answering it. before you jump the gun. Oh my god, you got me, you got me. All right. Everything that is in my path, generally speaking. I mean, what do you mean by everything, right? Like if you are walking down the busy street, no, evolutionarily, you're not supposed to notice everything. You just notice the things that are the most important. A loud sound, somebody talking to you, or something coming at your way, right? So yeah, the awareness is going to be partial, but I'm still experiencing the life around me. A plant doesn't. There's nobody in there to experience it. There's nobody there. Yeah, there's a delay of 4 seconds. Come on, man. It's a delay of 4 seconds. You assuming that you got me in any kind of way is kind of weird. What is consciousness in my words? It's the feedback loop between the outside world and the inside world. That's the thing that is consciousness, in my opinion. I guess philosophers are going to define it differently from neuroscientists of consciousness. But generally speaking, it's you getting an input, that input going through your senses into your brain goes blah, 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 and spits out consciousness. Consciousness comes out through the interpretation of the brain, or through the constant interpretation of the brain, frankly. It's the constant stimuli that creates the consciousness, in my opinion. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it has a life. It doesn't have consciousness. It has a life, sure. Unless you have like an explanation why we should value life for life, right? Like my bacteria has life, yet both you and I kill trillions of bacteria every single day. I don't think there is a moral issue with that, because there's nobody in there. There's nobody, no individual to value that life in there. So I'm not sure why we should value that. You don't mean consciousness, you mean sensation? No, I mean consciousness. I'm saying it's the output. The output of sensation is consciousness, among other things, right? It's not just a sensation. It's the interpretation of it. Spits out consciousness. What's the evidence that there is something like to be a plant? That qualia definition is quite clearly only applies to sentient animals, which includes humans. So come on. But thank you for Googling what qualia is. Nice. Somebody who's trying to enrich themselves. It's really nice. Something that can be alive and not be conscious. Yeah, plants, bacteria, other single cell organisms, viruses. Even some complex animals can be not sentient, not conscious. Absolutely. Something can grow in a womb and not be conscious, for instance, until a certain point at least. So yeah, lots of things can be alive and not conscious. Lots and lots. Most of plankton are not sentient. What do you mean how? They don't have the brain, the nervous system, and the feedback loop that I showed you. That's how. Right? They don't have this structure, or structure similar to it. I guess some of the animals have a structure similar to it and are conscious. When does it both become conscious? The fetus. That's not sensation, bro. That's not sensation. I'm saying it's the output of sensation. Sensation is me feeling fire on my fingertips. Consciousness is the trauma that results from it, I guess. Something like that. I guess I think jellyfish are not sentient, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked it out, but I think there is absolutely like very little way that jellyfish is sentient. I mean, I wouldn't. You can do it if you want. Oh, those are two people talking. Are you doing a lot of projecting? Me? What am I projecting? The fuck? What do you mean it just is? Oh, it just is. Oh, thank you, bro. Yes, sentience creates the is the structure from which consciousness arises. But generally speaking, by the way, most of the literature calls sentience basal consciousness, including this paper, right? So if you go to this paper from which I took that picture, let me just sentient. Let me just go. There you go. So this is they're describing the qualia, which is sentience. What is it like to be a bat? A bat. Sorry, it means having the subjective or first-person point of view, and what something is, and what is sometimes called sentience, right? From Latin sententia, feeling. This primary form of consciousness, right, does not involve the ability to reflect on the experiences and the self-awareness, blah, 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 right? So sentience is called consciousness. Now, what you're thinking about is higher types of consciousness, and that's sapience. It's not the same thing. So you have sentience and you have sapience. Those are two different things. Yeah. So animals who are sentient are having subjective experience. That's what sentience is. Sometimes it's called consciousness or like basic primary form of consciousness, right? So there is no something it is to be a plant unless you have evidence for it. So let me know if you have evidence for it. Am I empath? No, it's I think that's a bit of a cringe thing to say. I have compassion to the beings that deserve compassion. I don't empath. That's just, I'm not sure what that means. Doesn't mean they feel pain when you are sentient, unless there is like something broken, some kind of a broken mechanism. Once you are sentient, it doesn't mean that you feel pain. But plants don't have that, so they don't feel pain. I'm not overly empathetic. I'm not even empathetic, I think. I think I'm compassionate. I'm compassionate enough to say I'm not going to exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. You project your consciousness onto the animals? No, animals are conscious. What the fuck are you talking about? So, so animal sentience, right? This is the proof of animal sentience. First of all, you have the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. That's like just a bunch of people who know what they're talking about. They're saying that animals are conscious. Consequently, the weight of evidence indicates that humans are not unique in processing the neurological substrates that generate consciousness. Non-human animals, including all mammals and birds, many other creatures, including octopuses, also possess these neurological substrates that allow consciousness. That's what I mean, right? This is a paper on cows experiencing feelings. This is another, when given a choice, cows don't choose to be milked. So there is a lot of indication that cows are conscious. So the reaction to stimuli, right? So when you get sorry, everybody, I'm gonna lower it for you because otherwise it's gonna be very loud. So when you grab a puppy and you hurt him, the way this human, he's grabbing a puppy way too high. He's crying. The puppy is crying, right? This is a negative stimuli, and it's showing you, the puppy is showing you that it's negatively impacting them, right? And then you have positive stimuli to a puppy, right? Or they're like belly rubs. So they react differently. They don't cry, they're closing their eyes. They're like this. That's a positive exchange of emotions. But also, sometimes sentient beings also react to different stimuli differently. So there are puppies that don't like belly rubs, for instance. Right? You see that? No, I don't like it, they say. Right? So, I'm not gonna watch again. So that is how you, as a layman, can know which being is conscious or sentient and which isn't, right? Sentience can be within consciousness? No. Consciousness arises from sentience. Consciousness is just the proved fact of this phrase. Can you please provide evidence that plants are conscious? Okay, well then we have nothing else to discuss, I guess. If you don't have evidence that I'm conscious, then we don't have nothing to discuss. Thank you for coming and playing. You cannot prove consciousness in someone else? Sure the fuck can. Sure the fuck can. I guess I'm less likely to prove consciousness in you, Jedediah, because you could be just like a fucking bot. Although I think it's unlikely because once in a while you even like, without being prompted, you giving me your opinion, right? So it's unlikely that you are a bot. But if I met you, I could give you evidence that you are conscious. I could kick you in the balls and we would find out if you're conscious or not. That's just how it works. No, I kind of want to kick you in the balls, not gonna lie. Provide evidence that are not. I did. I already provided evidence that plants are not sentient, right? They lack the structures, these structures, to be sentient. And you can read much more in depth, right? I just made a summary for you, but you can read much more in depth in this paper, Jedediah, that plants are indeed not sentient. Yeah, I agree that Jedediah doesn't seem like an NPC, but I would need to meet them and kick them in the balls to know for sure. Even though I'm a Jew. Interesting. Okay, all right, let's go back to English Hub. Oh, nobody's talking. Weird. Guess nobody's talking. Oh, and Chip has gone live. Maybe it's a sign for me to leave. Me leaving the stream, me signing off the stream would, by the way, be the ultimate proof of consciousness, because I now have a decision to make, right? Should I stick around or should I leave?
Go on.
Whichever I choose, it would just show that I'm conscious.
Can I give you the vegan rule so that you can tell me later if the ping works whenever
Sure.
Dingus wakes up?
Sure, if the bot lets you, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. It was Dingus that said, "Oh, you don't need it because you got coordinator." I was like, okay.
Should I leave? Should I leave or stay?
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't make any difference.
Put one in the chat if you want me to stay
Okay.
and find something else to do. Put 2 in the chat if you want.
I
If
also-
you're okay with me leaving.
I also have it. It's
Well, Pia, obviously you want me to stay. It's obvious.
like the role we don't need is the vegan stream. Well, we
Brad, are
don't
you
need
trying
vegan
to-
either, but
Brad, are you trying to cheat on the prediction? God damn it. Well, I was totally for the first hour, also I completely forgot about the prediction. I need somebody else to take care of that. I need somebody else who like views, sees like my streams often to count that shit, because I'm pretty sure at least one person did said that animals are not intelligent, but that's about it. But I was not paying attention for like the first hour or so. I was not paying attention. Nice try, though.
well,
Nice try.
from here, right? I get pinged a lot in like vegan world and like people DMing me to send like
Sure.
very
You can ask me anything. Most stuff. You can ask me most stuff, and I'll answer. By the way, people who say, "Oh, you can't prove that somebody's conscious," are talking out of their ass. Because I was, so I work in a medical school facility next to our hospital, right? And just a couple of weeks ago, I had the privilege to watch. I was just sent in an invitation to be at a presentation about how this schoolwoman, how she, her work, right, the substantiality of her work is to discover how, if people who had like a severe brain injury are conscious or not, right? So she definitely has a criteria for consciousness, and she showed us some of the ways that you can find out if somebody, even with like a severe brain injury, if they're conscious or not. Extremely expensive ways, right? So you can do fMRI, you can do a very specific EEG, and you can like ask them questions and see if certain parts of the brain light up, right? So again, one of those things, reaction to stimuli, different reaction to different stimuli indicate consciousness. So you put something in an fMRI machine, right? And you ask them questions. And you ask them one question, like, what is your favorite flavor of whatever, ice cream, let's say. One area of the brain lights up. And then you ask them a different question, like, remember your childhood memory or something like that. And another area lights up, right? That is a proof of consciousness. And if that doesn't happen, then the person is brain dead, right? So, sorry, what was your question? Have you ever had a 30-day dry-aged New York stripped cooked medium? No, but I had plenty of animal corpse in my life, a different type of animal corpse. But here's the thing, right? I had plenty of other delicious food. I'm actually quite good cook, right? So once in a while, I will cook something up that is absolutely delicious, and I'll show you one of those times. I'll show you right now, right? So let me be on YouTube. There you go. This is me eating something delicious. This is vegan chicken that I made, and it was delicious. Holy fuck. Like, this is for real. This is me just like turning on the camera and trying it for the first time. And it was absolutely fantastic. And it had skin and everything. Vegan chicken, man. What else are we gonna invent? Yeah. So I know what good food tastes like. I'm just saying it's not justified to exploit and slaughter highly sentient beings like cows, pigs, chickens, and fish, and others, for food that we don't need when we can create absolutely delicious food out of plants and fungi. So I hope that answered your question. No, still immoral. Let me ask you a question, Jedediah, and I hope you answer this time. If you were just like walking around in the street and I shot you in the lungs rather, and dismembered your corpse and ate it, do you think that's a moral thing to do? People are still part of the food chain if they only eat plants. You're still on top of the food chain, in fact. If you just eat plants, you're on top of the fucking food chain. You're still part of a food chain. Now you're just playing bingo. Oh, it doesn't matter, I eat people. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me. If I ate people, I don't care what you do. I'm asking you a question about me shooting you in the lungs and eating you. Is that a moral act? People don't eat people. People fucking do eat people. Have you never heard of the human meat trade in where is it, Malaysia or something? Bitch, please. People don't eat people. Come on, man. Desperate enough that they eat each other? Yeah. Well, sometimes not desperate enough. Cannibals exist. They just want the thrill. They just want to age the meat and eat it. Why aren't you answering my question, though? How is it more extreme than what you said? You talking about shooting an animal in the lungs and eating them. A free animal who's running around. You talking about shooting them in the lungs and eating them. How is that not extreme to you? But shooting you is. Is that just like some kind of a bias that you have? I thought I couldn't prove that you're conscious. If I can't prove that you're conscious, I personally wouldn't have like a moral problem killing you, right? You move the goalpost. It's not moving the goalpost. You don't know what that word means. I'm asking you a question, and if you say no, we can proceed from there. So what's the answer? Well, I'm not denying that plants could live. They are alive. They're just not sentient. Well, they're not, right? Like, if they are one day, we'll reconsider. But right now, plants are not sentient. They're just, like, incapable of sentience. Hey, can you answer the question, and then we can move on from there? Answer the question. Is it okay for me to shoot you? Is it okay for me to shoot you? Yeah, it's an analogy, right? And once you say no, absolutely not, we can move on from there. And we can talk about why is it okay to shoot a free animal running around, minding their business, for unnecessary shit. What's the morally relevant difference between you and an animal that makes it okay to shoot a free, happy animal, but not okay to shoot you? What's the morally relevant difference between you and an animal that makes it okay to shoot them, but not you? Clearly. Sign of sentience, by the way. That is. Just sounds like you want to leave the law. What if the law permitted it? Or I was just like really good at evading the law? Could I shoot you? Is that the only reason that it's not okay to shoot you and eat you? Because it's the law? What do you mean it does not? I'm asking you a question. What if the law permitted it? Come on, Brett. Stop cooking the prediction. Well, they're not, right? But you can, yeah, what if plants are sentient? I'll answer your question, but then you're gonna have to answer mine. So if plants were sentient, it would still be the most prudent to first go vegan and eat only plants. That would save the most amount of sentient plants. Because guess what happens? We breed animals into existence, and then we kill 10 times more plants to feed the animals than we would eat ourselves, right? Because that's like just trophic levels. That's just what happens, right? So let me find trophic levels. How do you troll? Let me see for trophic levels. You can't find trophic levels? Shit. I'm gonna have to check what happened there. So, where would it be? Trophic levels. Sometimes I just can't find anything. Never mind. So trophic levels basically dictate that in order to get an animal, right, you have to put in 10 times more calories into them. So 10 times more plants than if you would eat plants directly. So if plants were sentient, thing number one, everybody would have the moral imperative to go vegan and to save 90% of plants, right? And the animals, obviously, because if we care about plants, we definitely care at that point about animals, right? Because both are sentient. And then we would have to work on creating food in a lab that doesn't involve sentience. You can use extreme examples, but will I answered your question? Jedediah, the lag is not that long. The lag should be only 4 seconds. I think you're a bit behind on the stream as well. I've answered your question. I'm not a hypocrite. I've answered your question. Jesus. Jedediah, now you're not even... Get the fuck out. For real. Now you're not even like interacting with me anymore. I've answered your question truthfully. I've taken the assumption that plants are sentient and I've answered it. I don't admit plants are sentient. I've answered your hypothetical. If plants are sentient, then we should value their sentience and go vegan to save 90% of plants that we absolutely destroy today to feed the animals. And we definitely then should also save the sentient animals. It's not possible. So if you go to the link that I sent you and that you haven't opened, right? This paper breaks down one by one. They have like 12 claims here, right? They debunk them one by one. Why plants cannot be sentient. Absolutely on like a cellular level, right? They explain that the plant cells are too slow to transmit information for them to be in any kind of capability of sentience, right? Now you're just running around with me. It's not a ridiculous analogy. People eat people all the time. So what's the morally relevant? I just remembered, you haven't answered my question. What's the morally relevant difference between an animal and a human being? You, that makes it totally okay to shoot an animal in the lungs for unnecessary reason, for unnecessary food, but it's not okay to shoot you. And this is your last chance, I swear to God. Not that swearing to God means anything to me, but okay. Somebody looking for me within shenanigans or... Not really. All right. Not lately. Tradition and law. Okay. So if there wasn't a tradition, if there was a tradition to eat people, the way Kuru Island eat people, right? Kuru cannibalism. They have the tradition to eat people. Kuru, not the disease, I want the island. So these people, they have the tradition to eat other people, right? And they don't have a law against it. So it's okay for them to kill a human being to eat. Well, that's fine. For thousands of years, we've been doing all kinds of shit. Most of it you will find immoral today. Jedediah, answer my fucking question. I told you this is like your last chance. So come on. So Kuru people, they eat dead people. It's part of their tradition, right? Despite it being detrimental to them. And they don't have a law against it. Would it be okay for Kuru people to kill other people for food? Yes or no? After Jedediah will definitely not answer my question. I think I'm gonna go, guys, because English Hub is run off. I don't think there's anybody in my server who wants to have a discussion either. So yeah. Okay. So Judida is not answering me. That's great. Oh, I'm not on top chat. I'm not on live chat. I'm on top chat. Oh shit, there was somebody else like using that stream of consciousness that I completely missed. I apologize for that. You do not stop something abruptly. Well, I did, so I don't know what the problem is. Why would that? But, veganas are devolving us. What's the evidence for that? It sounds like I'm more evolved than you. We have fucking evolved to eat animals, but that doesn't matter in the 21st century. So I was missing a lot of shit. Holy shit. So the answer to my question, please, Judadiah? The answer to my question, do the Kuru people have the mandate to start killing people because it's part of their tradition to eat people and they don't have laws that prohibit it? It's a yes or no, by the way. Anything that isn't a yes or no, I'm gonna actually kick you out this time. I'm allowing you a lot of slack here. I think you're not gonna answer my question, Jedediah. You should prove me wrong. Oh, so they should be forced to stop. So you see, tradition and law are not the things that make it not okay to kill people, right? Why? What is the morally relevant difference between a human being and an animal that makes it okay to kill an animal for unnecessary stuff, but not okay to kill a human being? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, right? So just so we can follow. So Jedediah. I asked you this question before and you said tradition and law. And then I presented Kuru people to you. And you said, no, you cannot eat people if there's tradition to do so and the law doesn't prevent it, right? So what's the morally relevant difference between a human being and an animal that makes it okay to shoot an animal in the lungs or in the head, but not okay to do it to people? So what does your more good moral law say? The difference between a human being and an animal that makes it okay to shoot an animal, but not a human being? Yes, I'm going to the extremes because that's how people understand when something is moral or immoral. We go to extremes, right? You have the will to live. Live, rather. I don't know how to say the word live. God fucking damn it. You have the will to live. You don't want to be shot for unnecessary food. Animals have the same thing. They have the will to live. They're conscious, they're sentient. What makes it okay to shoot an animal who wants to live for unnecessary food, but not okay to do to you? What is the difference between a human and an animal? No, tell me, what is it? What is the difference between a human and an animal that makes it okay to shoot an animal, but not a human being? It can't be tradition and law, because when I showed you Kuru people, you said, no, it's still not okay for them to kill people. So what is it? Hey, what's up? It's not off the rails. Oh my god. Let me show you something. Let me just open something up. I think I have it somewhere here. Where did I leave it? Where did I leave it? Oh, fuck. Right. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Let me just open the human thing, the human animal comparison. Common arguments, human animal comparison. Right. So, humans, animals, that's not it either. Comparing humans to animals, there you go. So this circle, right, Jedediah, this circle is an animal. This circle is a human being. You are making the claim, right? I'm not making that claim. I think we should kill neither. But you are making the claim that it's okay to kill this circle, but it's not okay to kill this circle, right? And I'm asking you, what is the difference between those two circles that makes it okay to kill this circle, but not this one? Well, it can't be a law, because when I said you, what if it was legal, like in case of Kuru people, you said, no, you shouldn't kill people. So there must be a different thing, because it's not law. We found that out already. I think some people are just circle of life, yeah. They already said, you laughing, Jason, but you just woke up, but they did say that. They did say that, something like that. They said a full chain. They didn't say circle of life, and it's basically the same thing. So, Jedediah, my claim I didn't make any claims, right? I'm asking you, what is the morally relevant difference between those two circles that make it okay to kill this circle but not this circle? All right. If your claim involves the cannibal tribe, then you live with them if you want. What do you mean? I'm against both, you dumbass. Stop being a dumbass, Jedediah. I thought you liked me. Stop pretending like I'm like this some kind of a bad person. You want to continue killing animals. I want us to not kill either of those beings. I'm asking you what makes it okay to kill this being but not this being. No, it can't be the law, because if I took away the law, you still say no, it's not okay to kill human beings. Bro, nah, you just moving around in circles. I think you are like just not understanding what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay, Jedediah. You can just like keep gibberating. I'm just gonna leave you alone then. I don't have a cannibal argument. What the fuck? I love when Karne says, "Oh, you lose." Bro, you are the one who doesn't know the difference between an animal and a human being that makes it okay to kill an animal but not a human being. And I'm losing? I'm not dishonest? I'm dishonest? What the actual fuck? You are making the claim that it's okay to kill animals. Why? What makes those innocent, sentient beings worthy of being killed for unnecessary stuff? By the way, I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the rest. I just have to concentrate on Jedediah, but only for just a second, because they're clearly losing their shit. No, yeah, because I proved it to you. I proved it to you that the law is not a viable answer. Yeah, if there is no law, let's put Kuru people aside, right? Let's just like 1,000 years ago. It's more than that. Let's say 4,000 years ago, right? In case you're religious. No law that you can't kill people. If we reinstate this law, we reinstated the law. We not reinstated. We abolished the modern law that makes that punishes killers. Will this make it moral to kill people? Yes or no? Jedediah, yes or no? I swear to God, this time, I swear. If anything that comes out of your mind, like out of your typing, that isn't yes or no, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna time you out. I swear to God, just answer my fucking question. Anything else, I'm gonna kick you out. I don't know what heaven is. So, I don't know how that fails my logic. Okay, I'm gonna kick you out. You just, I'm sorry. I'm gonna time you out for 30 minutes. And I hope you hear this, right? I hope you fucking answer the fucking question, right? For yourself, not for me. So, your claim is that it's not okay to kill human beings because there is a law for it, which is morally abhorrent, Jedediah. It's morally abhorrent that you need a law to tell you that it's not okay to kill people. That's morally abhorrent. It just means that you don't have morality and you rely on other people policing you so that you don't kill other people. That means you're fucking morally abhorrent, right? But I took your claim and I said, what if we abolished that law and it's no longer like illegal to kill people? Would that become moral to kill people? And you can't answer the question. You can't fucking answer. Morally abhorrent. I think it's because we do kill people all the time with our policies and actions. As an American, we just don't see the death. Maybe. Just tell him he looks an animal and looks at animals and values their life differently. Maybe, but the question is now, is it morally good that your government causes the death of people? Is it morally good to kill people? I think not. And I think animals possess the same traits that makes it not okay to morally to kill animals either. That's all I'm saying, right? Not in some cases, yeah, I will grant you that there are instances where killing a sentient being is even mandatory, right? So for instance, there is a human standing with a gun to a baby's head, for instance, right? And you also have a gun, right? It would be morally fantastic if you shot that human with a gun before he killed the baby, right? So I had a tooth treatment. I keep biting the inner side of my, so that's why once in a while I just sound like I swallowed a bunch of shit. Swallowed because I keep biting the inside of my cheek. So yeah, so outside of the context of defending an innocent being, I think it's morally abhorrent to exploit and slaughter sentient animals. For the same reason, it's morally abhorrent to exploit and slaughter human beings. That's what my argument for veganism stands on. Just that, right? This is my argument for veganism. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's Drew. Oh, I get it. I'm just gonna call you Drew then. I think there are some cases where it might be the most moral, yeah? Yeah. Are you, by the way, Drew, are you vegan? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Lately, everybody's kind of blends into everybody else. I'm so sorry. Except for the people who's been with me from the start, kind of. So sorry to say. I've reached the point where I talk to carnists and I don't know who's who anymore. And I talk to vegans as well sometimes, and then I'm like, have we talked before? It's a YouTuber thing. So sorry. Trying to be. You're on a vegan journey. Well, can I help you out with that vegan journey? Can I facilitate some of it? Because there are like links that I keep here that really helping out. So, how to go vegan, right? This part. So, by the way, if you need help, just let me know. If you have like esoteric questions about veganism, let me know. I love esoteric questions. So, oh, we talked, you called in once. Cool. Yeah, by the way, like the stream. Something I don't do often. What a fucking YouTuber am I? I don't even ask people to like my stream. Holy shit. Sorry. So you disappeared all of a sudden when I asked you the question. I remember asking you a question about this, I think. Where is the... Oh, I guess that wasn't addressed to me anyways, but you disappeared nonetheless. There are more atoms in a single grain of sand than grains of sand in the world. Okay. It's nice. Okay, guys, I think, let me just see if English Hub has anything. Oh, I think they're talking to somebody. I don't know.
I'm so curious about what will happen next.
Lamau. I want to know life this game real quick. I'm playing. It's such a fucking strange game in Roblox.
What you guys talking about?
Veganism.
Oh, it is.
Veganism.
Yeah.
So you guys support veganism?
Yeah, man.
Of course.
Of course.
Didn't we talk to this person in the beginning of the stream?
So why would you guys support veganism? Is there any reason?
Because I don't want to abuse.
Bro.
Because I don't want to abuse animals. I think abusing animals is bad. Like bad.
I swear, this is the person who started the stream with.
I thought like you don't like the smell of the meat, so that's
No.
you are vegans.
The reason why I'm vegan and what veganism means, just not being an animal abuser, not abusing animals. Is that
By the
simple?
way, I'm not a vegan.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just explaining to you what veganism is. I'm just explaining that if you're not vegan, then you probably
Go ahead.
cause animals.
Drew, did I answer this question for you sufficiently, or would you like me to answer it some more?
So
After I pee, frankly. I
you
gotta
think
go pee.
that trees don't have any feelings?
No, trees don't have feelings. No, it's not that I like.
I mean, trees.
I think,
Trees.
yeah, trees do not have feelings.
Okay.
And why do you have the idea that they do have feelings?
I think that if they have feelings just like animals, what's the difference between you and me? You're killing the trees, I'm killing the animals to eat them.
Yeah, do you think like when there's a house on fire, do you want to save the cactus or the dog?
Dog.
Why? Both have feelings by what you're saying.
Because it's a living animal.
And it's a living plant. You see how like your argument is already being like broken up?
Yes, I respect.
Yeah. Now, my question to you is why do you want to cause unnecessary a harm that doesn't have to happen to animals that have done nothing to you?
I'm sorry, boy, I haven't work. I will meet sometime.
What? Did he leave?
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I heard it was quiet as well. You answered it for me. You gave a good explanation. Good. As long as I can have beer, I could probably do the vegan thing. Yeah. You can have beer. I think most beers are vegan. Some beers are doing some weird shit, but I think most beers are vegan these days.
All right, do one more thing. I'm gonna set up my thingy to jog to. Dude, why does like Roblox have so many good brain-rotting games? Like, what the hell?
Okay. I think it's time. I can do other stuff. I need to create, make seitan. Anyways, I need to make my vegan chicken today. So let's just close the cruise. Let's keep this open. That's important. Let's close this. Cellular level. On the cellular level, it's not possible. All right. Thank you everybody for coming. I will see you tomorrow reading this. It's gonna be really, really cool. To read this, cool and horrifying, that a billion or trillion even industry just pays people to lie in order to discredit us. It is a little discouraging, but I'm gonna keep on fighting for the animals as far as I can. But tomorrow we're gonna land into darkness of realizing just how many people are paid to discredit us. All right.